Ding ding. Class is in session. All right, that was cheesy. All right. If you commit to the bit, that's how you do it. Oh, I totally forgot to say that yesterday, I went to a tech meetup, like a group of tech individuals, and I totally went there and pitched WMS as a business, talked us up, talked about what we do, practiced my little pitch and all that kind of stuff. So thought that was cool. Thought I'd share. I don't know. I have no point to this. I just thought that was really cool. I was like, this is weird, and I can't believe I'm doing it.
Good.
That's life, baby.
Great. Good.
But that in and of itself shows how much I've grown with public speaking, thanks to doing streaming and stuff like that. Because after the fact, I asked, I was like, was it obvious that I was nervous? And I was like, well, no, a little anxious or whatever, but to the normal extent. And I was like, great. So you had no idea that I was literally shaking. I was like,
I've seen my pants.
No one can tell.
I'm proud of myself. So
cool. That means that people should support all of this even more now, because it's actually, helping in real life and not just helping us in a fictional world.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like it's almost like this
isn't the real world.
I hope
anyways.
not. I hope I haven't died once.
Oh no! I hope so too.
Cross my fingers.
You got better.
Sure.
Kind of.
My friends, it is daytime. The wind is blowing for once.
One sec. We forgot to. There's something we need to resolve, Sarah.
What's that?
Did I get a hero point?
Oh yes, of course. Of course. I'm sorry. It almost goes without saying.
Of course. And you're like, I'm listening to the podcast. What are you talking about? You need to watch the stream.
Yes, prior to what you're watching right now on YouTube or listening on podcast, we talk a lot of shit and also do great recaps. And honestly, Duval killed it with this one, so go watch us live. Yeah. Anyways, and we switch screens, and in this one, we zoom in to a field of grass. You'd think the wind's blowing. It's not too, it looks like, right after a rain when the clouds are kind of just clearing up and you'd think, this is wonderful. What a great way to start the morning. You'd be wrong. There is noises as students are yelling and screaming and cheering on their teammates as we zoom in closer and we see a fighting ring of a kind with leshies in wooden constructs entering the battle ring, ready to just commandeer and take over and win this tournament. In the ring, we see who stepped in the second round, my friends. Hideaki and Taliati of the Sojourning Song as they step in to the ring. On the other end, Aleshi. This one lighter on their feet than perhaps the previous round, seeming to favor more movement, more agility. Instead of hands, this construct has 2 sickles. As we look at the sickle hand construct down below, I think I can do that to show you guys. You also have a handout if you so choose. It's fine. It's cool. You guys will be fine.
Scyther. Light him up.
Now these students, with their teammates on the outskirts of the rings, circling around, ready to lend assistance. No. These folks seem cocky, confident, or not lend assistance, depending.
I believe I am currently in meditation, trying to refocus.
You are, yes.
Okay, so we're basically, it's just us. It's just us.
No, you guys are totally abandoned and alone here.
Correct.
A monochrome individual with pale gray skin sits on a stool with eyes closed, meditating. A slightly more colorful individual, Arc 2, what are you doing on the sidelines?
He's just standing there, pretty just like blandly, kind of awkwardly, knowing that he can't help but wants to watch the match. Basically, he's front row seating.
Perfect. Eager, bright blue energy shooting through their marks all over their skin that look like tattoos, but maybe they're not. Who knows? And in the ring, an eager catfolk who you were in last time as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ready for round 2. Did not get touched round 1. Maybe a little cocky, maybe a little confident. We don't know. We'll see. We're about to find out. Maybe this second round will be a little bit tougher. And the wonderful, bright... Yes.
Oh, no. Continue describing. I just have a question before we, jump.
Yes. And the bright and wonderfully colorful Kitsune Hideaki steps forward as well. I'm going to bring you guys back just a little bit here because this kind of be... You can have a couple steps in, but we'll be basically on the edges there. And the stickle hand construct on the other end. And the crowd fades as we go to roll initiative. But yes, Maria, your question.
As we walk in, I would like to, because I am assuming, would like to go into a full rage. No, I am,
Rage.
nothing has told me otherwise, so I'm assuming Hideaki is a willing creature for this spell. I'm going to, as we're walking in, just touch Hideaki's arm and cast Spirit Link on the two of us.
Ooh, what is Spirit Link? What does this look like, and what effect does it have?
Oh my god. So Spirit Link, you form a spiritual link with another creature, allowing you to take in its pain. When you cast a spell and at the start of each of...
Oh no.
When you cast a spell at the start of each of your turns, if the target is below max hit points, it regains 2 hit points, or the difference between the current and max hit points. If it's lower, blah 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 blah. I lose as many hit points as the target regained.
Oh,
it's a spiritual transfer, so yeah. So if you are stunned or poisoned or etc., those effects still affect you, from what I see. But yeah.
Okay, I'm skimming real quick. You lose when I hit the spiritual effects. 8 points. Interesting.
It's just like a constant transfer of life, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It automatically gains 2 hit points. Up to max hit points, essentially.
Gorgeous.
Until I dismiss a spell or I am at 0 hit points. In which case it would end automatically, or 10 minutes.
Okay, beautiful. So, have you ever cast this spell before, Spirit Link?
I did once, I think.
Sure. Let's say you did.
But I don't remember what it was. I think I did, but I don't remember. I don't remember what it. In what way it was, but
assuming it was not to Hideaki in the former time this happened.
I do remember it was not Hideaki.
You go to do this, and you're familiar with this spell because you've done it before, and you reach out, and you realize that with this one, it doesn't take any effort. Unlike the other one where you had to willingly link your spirit with another individual, it's like you just turn it on. That connection is already there. And as you go and you touch Hideaki, and you remove your hand, you see a golden thread around your finger and around their arm.
Okay.
Did I give myself chills? What kind of level of jamming is that? Okay.
The AC's too low. The AC's too low in here. Clearly.
I'm already sweating.
Okay. This golden thread that you see, but may or may not be. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna do something in kind as I'm so it's in my hand.
It's on your. I touched
wherever they touched you.
Arm. Yeah.
Yeah. So now there's a golden thread around yours. But the question: would Hideaki see that, or would only?
Well, okay. Airfan. Not. What? Tell you what I do.
I didn't do shit. It wasn't me.
I gotta go. Bye.
I broke off.
Tal would do this as kind of as a passing thing as they're going, but would kind of slow down a little bit. and like so that you're ready to go, I assume, and you're like a couple of steps ahead. And Tal just kind of like slows and like looks at their hand and kind of looks over towards where you are in like a and a knowing thing, but like
Hideaki, just because I like torture, you don't see this. You have no clue this thread is there.
Oh no! I would do the same thing. Carry on. But like seeing the touch and like, do I? So I don't see it. Do I feel anything magically, or is it just like?
Yeah, most often with magical effects, I would say that you are aware there's a magical effect on you.
Okay, then that is far and away doesn't change what I was going to do, which was like kind of look like at my arm and just kind of feel the magical energy, and then just like close my fists and just like, yes, let's go. And I'm gonna cast Boost Eidolon, and the typical very light connection that sort of connects both Overnosa and Hideaki darkens to like a like reddish copper, and then this like shockwave sort of like emanates from both of them. And just in case you are unaware of what Boost Eidolon does, it gives Overnosa +2 to his unarmed attack damage. And something else that I am flailing to look at and find
I was like,
right
a
now
secret?
in the minute.
Oh, not an intentional secret.
+2 status bonus to damage, and I also get a additional weapon damage dice on top of that to increase it to 2 per weapon damage, which would be 2d8 and 2d6 for both of his attacks.
Fuck yes. How many actions is Boost Eidolon?
Uno.
Wow. Okay. Amazing.
Nice.
Perfect. So you guys are doing that as you step into the ring, and there is this like the crowd, which is like hypes up between rounds because they're like just cheering you on and everything. They respectfully, as the fight, like not to distract, kind of lowers or whatever. But as this happens, there's like, you hear that little hush, like excitement pass through the crowd as they're like, can't resist showing a little bit of that excitement. My friends, please do me the favor of rolling initiative.
Yeah, I did.
Only if I can roll
it's a
well.
natural 20.
Oh, what? Amazing.
That is a lot of things happening.
I got half of that. I got half of what you rolled.
Okay.
It's fine.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous, darling.
And Airfay, do you want to roll initiative at all? Or on the off chance you want to get interrupted? Or at that time you can...
I will, just in case. But I know it was Ark was going to... Oh, not that one. Initiative. Let's hit the right one.
Perfect.
Why am I not roll?
You got it.
Oh, it's in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, can I take the first one? No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No.
I changed it. You're good.
So I know Ark was going to kind of tap me if I'm needed. So I just figure then if I go in, then I'll just go on that count.
Perfect. And then Ark, are you just rolling initiative as well?
You can take me off, to be honest. I literally have nothing I can do. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Unless I'm allowed to throw rocks at other people, which I don't think I am, so.
No, you cannot do that. But you know what? I like sometimes panning to our sideline friends for reactions and insights, so why don't you go ahead and roll me anyways, and we'll just check in with you every once in a while. See how you doing? How you enjoying the fight? Eating some popcorn,
As you do.
As you do.
As you do.
Okay.
Let me find it here.
Oh, would you say perhaps where the fuck is perception? Is that perhaps
Where the fuck is perception?
Where the fuck is initiative?
Where the fuck is initiative?
All right, we're going to do the thing. All right, Arc 2, it's your turn. No, we'll go right past that. So you two did something as you stepped into the ring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the signal hand also do a little something.
That's
And
fine, because I'm not ordering anything from Maria or anything. So.
Stop it!
what's happening right now? Let's see. Okay. The sickle hand construct is going to solely just jump around. Is going to run around basically, and it's going to swing wide into the circle with like a quick little dash, perhaps surprising you a little bit with the speed that I see right here on this sheet. It is somewhere. Wow, is it not? Maybe it's... Oh, there it is. I found it, guys. Cool. So it's gonna go dash around and kind of get into the ring, but also stay around the circumference of it, kind of circling around. All right, Tal, it is your turn.
No, I had a 10. Duval had the 20. Other way around.
Oh, did you not?
I didn't. I forgot to.
You do?
I didn't touch my thing correctly, and so it didn't work.
No, it's
For sure,
totally,
20
it's totally, it's, yeah, just
Duval
put me
was
up
20.
on top.
Duval's an
What was
absolute-
the what was the
25.
max? Reorganizes. Yeah, Hideaki, as I knew this the whole entire time. What's up? What'd you do?
It's what you said. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so, oh man. So many decisions. Okay, so first things first, I need to check on the distance of a particular spell really quickly. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go super ham here. Okay. Okay, great. So, I'm going to, because I believe it is exactly... Oh no, it's exactly 30 feet. Perfectly. So, I'm going to, sort of like sarcastically bow at it and say, let's have a good show, shall we? And I'm going to cast Electric Arc on it.
Beautiful.
That's a reflex save.
Reflex it.
And as that's happening with Arc together, with Arc 2 together, I can't believe I haven't made that joke. God, I hate puns. And as that's happening, that makes one of us. While you're figuring that out, I'm gonna move Overnosa closer as well.
Okay. That is going to be an 18.
That is a success for show. So you suffer a strong half of not having a D4 out, which is cool 4, so 2 points of electricity damage plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which I completely forgot about actually. Which is what is that actually?
Probably 4.
Is it just my? Yeah, because it's just my native charisma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be a +3.
So that was
so 2. So it'll be 4, 7, so 3. So 3 points of electricity damage as he fires out a bolt of lightning as per usual, and then that's 2 actions, and then then we moved up with Overnosa, and then I'm gonna use my last action to move Overnosa right here.
perfect.
And I'm just like focused like this, and it'll kind of look to Tal. Like it worked great first time. You're up.
And with that, it is actually going to be the Sickle Hand's turn again.
You're up eventually.
And the Sickle Hand looks at Overnosa and then looks over at y'all. It's yeah, I think so. It's going to grin and kind of twirl around Overnosa as it goes dodging away from Overnosa up to you, Hideaki. Overnosa, do they have an attack of opportunity?
It
would have to be a specific feat if they did it. It's unlikely that you have it at 2, but I wanted to double check.
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So one action dances around over Noza and goes straight up to you,
got
Hideaki,
a
and
lot
you
of
see
movement,
this
okay.
Leshy up in the like top of this construct, and you can tell like the Leshies don't like they have like a little pilot seat, like they're piloting little like wooden mechs, like they're not that big in the slightest. And so you see its head kind of up at the top of this construct, and it just grins down at you, and is going to go ahead and try to trip you. So what it does is it swings a sickle hand down low, lower than you expect, as it tries to go for your feet and knock you down. So this is going to be a athletics check against your reflex DC.
Okay.
And your reflex DC is your reflex save plus 10.
So what's the number in your reflex save?
So it'll be a plus
So it's-
5. Yeah, my reflex is plus 5, so 15.
Okay. So let's see if this will do. Actually, I'll just make an athletics check. Oh, that's nice. What happens if I click on that though? Does it do the right one? It doesn't. Okay. 15.
Oh my god, yeah. So 15. Damn.
15. If it was just athletics, it wouldn't have done it, but it's a +1 extra when it's trying to trip, so that's kind of cool. So with 15,
that's
it goes
rude.
ahead and swipes your feet, and maybe you were just really ready for Overnoza to be the one up front, but this kind of just dances in front of you and sweeps your legs right out from under you. You are now prone on the ground.
Okay.
Let's do a pretty little picture on your little token here.
I'm sure that's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Where?
Burning house, it's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of slams on the ground and kind of like he's a bit of a definitely a bit of
Yeah.
surprise. Sure.
Let's
just move me back one.
And then we will third action. We'll do another. Yeah, it's going to strike at you while you're on the ground with its sickle.
That's
That's not good. All right. 24 to hit.
yeah, that'll hit definitely.
That'll hit.
Not a crit though, thank God.
This.
Lem-
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, let me throw in there. Two things. Hideaki's on the ground, so he's flat-footed, which means it's a -2 to AC.
Yes.
Never mind, it's crit. Definitely. Well, I'm used to that. That's totally cool. Yep.
Also, a trip is considered an attack, so you will have a multiple attack penalty.
Correct. So with the multiple attack penalty, that's going to be a 20, not a 24, because this is agile and finesse and all that good
that's
stuff.
not true. at all.
So a 20 to your AC -2 is not a crit or a crit?
It's not a crit.
Not a crit. Wonderful. That's good. That's good. If this thing wasn't particularly aiming to do exactly this, as you, Tal, watching with whatever emotions across your face, as
What are you saying?
you realize that this creature is specifically got a little something called menacing sickles. The construct deals an additional 1d4 precision damage to flat-footed or prone creatures. So this was 5 damage, and we're going to add another d4 on top of that. That's a beautiful 4 as well. So go ahead and take
Jesus, okay.
9 damage.
Okay.
And you, as this thing grins down at you, you hear its voice from the pilot seat go, "Do you want to yield?" You
You
should.
cast spells from down here, you douche.
It like looks like a little confused for a second, 'cause it was all cocky and it did not know how to take that. Tal, it is your turn.
He says bleeding everywhere.
Okay, well, at the start of my turn, you regain 2 hit points, and I lose 2 hit points.
Oh, that's every turn.
Oh,
It's
I
gonna
think
be like.
he's-
Oh.
So he says that, and then like the wound begins to close a little bit. He's just like, what? Like he's like really
And you-
confused.
Can feel it, like you feel energy pull from Tal's direction.
Don't talk right now. I have
Okay.
words to say later.
Okay. Tal is going to cast a new spell, and maybe inspired by what Hideaki did the last round, maybe something else. They are going to concentrate really hard on a spell that they've been learning, and focus it on their dominant arm, and cast a spell that makes their claws and their fingers kind of grow like an extra segment long, so their hand kind of morphs into this like dark black shadow of like this gigantic claw as I cast Gouging Claw, transforming my hand into a terrible weapon.
Long, black, sharpened fingernails extend from this claw that starts to, like, the transition as your claw grows longer. There's like this shadowy like transition as it. If anybody's seen Doctor Strange, the fingertips all being kind of like blackened on the other character. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but it transitions towards your paw.
Anyways, that was 2 actions, and then I only have 1 other action, which is just to get up in its business. So
Up in its business.
I'm going to Can I go here? I think with 25 feet. If I was here.
Okay, sure.
Ah, heck yeah! Look at those rulers that Roll20 has that I just didn't use. Hell yeah! Excellent. I will be here to be flanking when I can do things.
Hey, TTRP GIFs, just to let you know, if you're watching, you're definitely going to be GIFing this episode.
Yo, Jorge!
I personally want to.
TTRPG gifs.
I personally want
for
to.
gifs. You totally should.
I personally want a gif of Maria's like, okay, bye, and then she just goes down. Like,
that was the
And then
first thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be a gift. That right there.
She's like, yeah, it's like a Mario pipe.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, so that was your third.
That was my third, yes.
Beautiful. Okay. Then next up, Hideaki, top of the turn
It's
order.
back to me.
It's all you.
Shit.
It's back to you.
Okay, cool. Okay. So based off of where things are, actually, I guess it won't. Well, here's the question. Am I, because I'm prone, does that remove the flat-footed ability, or do I have to stand up to like how does that work?
So sorry. What do you mean?
Okay, so because right now,
My brain just broke.
because if you're sorry, it's totally cool. So in my mind, like, because when Tom moved up, if I was like, I know that if I was standing up, then like they would be flat-footed, right?
Right.
Because
is the creature flat-footed to you? Because when you're prone.
Right, that's my question. Yes.
That's
my question.
Waffles, my
Yes.
resident lovely rules lawyer. Yes, right.
yes, because all prone does is make you can still take attacks, but at a -2, so it's reasonable to say you're still threatening it.
Okay, cool. And on top of that, if I move over Noza here, well, you can't see this. Like that left-hand corner, right next to where old boy is.
We all just everyone just kidding. Right next to
became a
Tal
raven
or
there.
above.
Right above.
Above,
I don't
got it.
because I don't know if that adds any additionally because there's multiple creatures now making them flat-footed or anything like that.
They will not be flat-footed to Overnosa. So the weird thing about the flat-footed condition is it's per individual. The sickle hand construct is flat-footed to you, and it is flat-footed to Tal. Being prone, you are flat-footed to the construct, and Overnosa is not.
Okay.
Am I And
Interesting.
obviously correct me
All
if
right,
I'm wrong.
cool.
Waffles.
And to become not prone, is it one action?
Yes.
Okay, great. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to use Act Together to move over Noza here, and with Act Together, Hideaki is going to stand up and
I'm gonna pause you
animate
right
battle
there.
music. Okay.
I do believe
fuck, they have
standing
a
up
reaction, don't they?
incurs attacks of opportunity, which not everybody has.
If I knew that, I would not have done that. But that's fine.
Okay, no, that's fine. So not in Pathfinder, not everybody has attacks of opportunity. It's very hard to know
Yes, but this particular
if this
person
creature does or does not. So Hideaki may not know if the sickle hand
I think
construct
that's
has
fair.
it.
I think that's
Yes.
fair. So I'm going to do it anyway. Pay the consequences.
Perfect.
So, oh my, stop! No. So yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm trying to find real quick here though, because it said. Huh.
Ooh, decisions. What
No,
are we going,
so the
what are we
first-
going to do?
The first creature, the shield bearer construct, it's in the character sheet that they have an attack of opportunity, and then in bout 2, for this creature, it says this construct makes attacks of opportunities when it can, but technically the attack of opportunity is not in the character sheet, but the book says it doesn't.
Amazing.
So now I'm like, wait,
They just have to know.
yeah. But you know what? We're gonna go with it because that's the whole point. So we're gonna make a attack now. Waffles with attacks opportunity. Does the multi-attack penalty reset?
It does. So it has no multiple attack penalty. The interesting thing is that he is not considered prone for this, because if you do something that doesn't move out of the square, the attack of opportunity takes after the action.
Perfect. You know what? I love this for so many reasons because you go to stand up.
So you're gonna kill him.
And the single hand creature goes to swipe at you. So rather you acted together with Overnoza, right? To do
Correct.
this? Okay.
Yep.
So its eyes are on Overnoza, and it did not expect you to do something in absolute synchronicity in tandem as you go to stand up, and so it turns around going distracted and goes to you and is like, oh, and tries to make that attack opportunity. Nat 1 critically fails that. The amazing part about this, though, is that it's all red on my screen because he rolled like a nat 1 on every type of damage it could possibly roll. So that was a fail.
Incredible.
Yes.
Absolutely astounding. I love it so much.
Okay, please continue. So you stand up, you are no longer prone.
That is the
And I
universe
look-
saying fuck you in particular.
Yes, right?
Yeah. For real.
Amazing.
And not for play. And then and so is he looking at me or is he looking at me now? After he
Now he's
whiffs?
looking at you. Yeah?
Yeah. And so I duck under and I just go, You should. And Overknows us, fangs out. Gonna use the final 2 actions to attack. I think it's because the one thing I don't know is if I have the ability to do both of his unarmed attacks with the last 2 actions. But we'll do
Yeah,
the first
I think
one
you
first,
are
just
able
because-
to use your action economy however
Not
you
so
want.
funny. Oh my god!
And
Okay, so natural 20 from Overnoza on the
I
first
literally just
attack.
fell.
This is the most jiffable episode. That's what we decided.
that's a good one. Natural 20 just runs off
Hold on, I
camera.
gotta take a picture of that. I don't even fucking
But
believe it.
my favorite part is when you run off screen, you literally disappear. Like unlike me, you have to like
It's done.
try. You just have to take 2 steps back and you're gone.
Now, were you doing a 2-action attack, or were you just wanting to attack twice?
I was gonna attack twice. But I
Start
don't
with
know.
the
My
first
brain
one.
just like lost. I don't even know what I had planned now anymore.
We take it one
so-
at a time. So that was a natural 20. I think that's gonna
Right.
hit. What
Yeah, no
is
doubt.
the damage?
So it's 2d8 like before I crit, right?
Because
I-
you're boosted.
Right. So I don't know what happens next. Okay.
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah, for real. Holy shit. Okay. I love this game so much. Okay. Okay, there's the other thing. So does that do anything to my damage? I don't even know. Guys, I don't remember how to play this game anymore. Like, I literally don't. I deleted everything from my brain when I freaked out.
So go ahead and roll your damage because your boost Eidolon also adds a +2 status bonus to damage rolls. And if your Eidolon strikes deal more than one weapon damage die. Oh, if your Eidolon strikes deal more than one weapon damage die, then it increases to 2 per damage. So that's not the case. So you don't do 2d8 unless. What's your regular unarmed attack?
The first one's a 1d8. The second one's a 1d6.
Wait.
Because Eidolons have 2 attacks, 2 unarmed attacks. A primary and a secondary.
And the primary is
1d8.
its own. It's one action.
That was the thing I don't remember. Because I'm looking at Anarch as an FS.
Let's go with 1d8. That's totally cool. Sure. We'll do 1d8
right.
and +2 to the damage.
Hey, Jesus, fuck. Okay.
Gorgeous. That is going to be 16. Okay, because it's the 8 is doubled.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
+2.
+2, which only the dice are doubled, so that I don't believe is doubled.
That's not true.
Okay.
Yeah, Pathfinder2e, you double everything.
Okay.
Oh, I love that for us. Right now in this moment, and not against us.
That's 20. Yeah, 20 points of damage.
Incredible. Delicious.
And
delightful.
Additionally, as you have seen, these wooden constructs have a critical vulnerability to critical attacks. So on top of that, what is their critical vulnerability? That would be good to know.
Oh god.
Critical hit damage the construct's controls, making it clumsy one until repaired. So I need you to like fully describe from the moment that Hideaki stands up and this thing staggers on its back foot, not ready, only to have Overnose's strike. You like eviscerate this thing. It's done. It's gone.
Something behind you. You know, that thing that you forgot, messed up. As Overnose's fangs just engulf the like outer just the middle portion, and then just pull it apart, completely tearing it in two.
There's a moment where the Leshy is completely exposed. You just see the little leaf Leshy body just kind of standing in there, like gripping this control, which doesn't exist. It's not connected to anything. It's this little like piece of wood that is absolutely not there. And then it looks down and it squeaks as it falls out of the construct and onto the ground. And it kind of looks at this literally ripped in half construct and runs into the bushes.
And I think in the moment, especially because of everything that's happened, and like he's known for his like overwhelming, ridiculous celebrations, he's gonna just Tiger Woods it. and I got started.
Even Chazire is wide awake, kind of like Mafika is clapping. The students are going crazy because this is the second round that you have not, second construct that you have not even finished the second round of actual combat, that you have just demolished.
Tal is literally just like ready, like just there, and this thing just like this thing just like dissolves around them, and they're just like, oh, and then they take 2 damage and you heal 2 damage.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
They kind of just like wince a little bit.
You just have an arm, like just right around you. That was good work.
Yeah. You did a good job.
You did a good job. I really just need all red robes at this point. I think like maybe like I just need to like we just need to talk to my mom and just change because I'm a target.
Okay. Ark, check in with you watching this on the sidelines. What are you thinking? How you seeing this mastery of performance and how do you take it?
Art doesn't really like make any motions to like clap or cheer or anything. Internally he's relatively impressed. He definitely like he's proud. He's thought there might be a chance that we lose that round. And then there's like also this aching thought in the back of his head of, but I didn't get hit.
Interesting. Okay. Gosh. 2 rounds, not ideal, but you do have the next round, the next 5 minutes between this round and the next Airfay to complete your focus.
I think I need 10 minutes to do that, so I don't think it's gonna work.
Well, no, you'll be fine. I thought about that too, but you have the 5 minutes before. Now you'll have the 5 minutes until the next, the start of the next round. Mafika comes in, kind of quickly runs to like check on doesn't run. He kind of just like walks through the middle of the arena to check on the Leshies real quick. You see him kind of bend down to the bushes and talk a little bit, and then comes back to the center and he kind of announces the first team to enter the 3rd and final round. Team, and then he kind of looks over and looks over at all as literally it is just currently on screen Waffles and Star.
We need a name. I ran back to I told you guys we needed a name.
And he kind of waits for y'all and looks over as you all kind of walk by. Is this? Do you fill in with a name of any kind?
Sorry,
and we could also give a second for the lovely Maria to be
there.
Erica's still in meditation mode, so she's got nothing.
Yeah.
Oh no!
She's just like
please feel free to still be a part, like
out
of character.
He just goes team. And then the episode pauses and we get 5 minutes to think out of character.
You get surprise Pikachu faces from everyone we go to commercial.
That's some O&O ass shit, for real.
Team oh no.
Wow.
Team emotional damage.
Team E, nope, can't do ED. That's another thing. So gotta use something else.
And if you guys do not have a name that anybody wants to supply, like right off the bat, he kind of like chuckles and kind of goes, well,
I would absolutely, if he goes to like, well, I would absolutely interrupt him, no doubt.
Cool.
And he'll say the future.
Team
the future.
No, it's just the future. It's not team the future. It's the future. It's the future.
And he will kind of seeing the hesitation, seeing the flounderings, knowing that you definitely just decided that he will kind of make eye contact as well with everybody else to make sure that nobody is like absolutely offended by this.
Yeah.
Arc shrugs.
Okay. Star.
Star's like, dial up modem.
Okay. And then we will check in with Maria in just a second. As he grins and says,
it's possible because I sent her more than I told her I was going to. Surprise.
Also, we've only been playing this for about 6 months. You expect us to have a team name?
I know.
I can pitch one episode 3, like, yes! Jacob, for the record, Jacob is like totally cool with whatever. Hideaki is like, I have lists.
And he goes and he grins and he goes, the team temporarily currently named the future. With the grin.
I love it so much.
We are the definitely maybes.
Actually, I kind of like that better.
I really like that. I should have gone with I should have gone with who are, for the present, called the future.
That's a really good call out by you. Very well done. Yes. Holy fuck! How did that? I've rolled 5 natural 20s in a row.
Yeah. I think you got the good dice. You also rolled 2 like natural 4s at the beginning before we went live, and you yelled at your dice to make sure that they were
true.
nice to you.
I Laura Bailey.
So.
Yeah, you're right. We had a conversation, clearly.
Maria's returned!
That phase. For our podcast listeners, Maria came in very disapprovingly.
No. I will share it in the Discord later for those of you who wish to see it, but I cannot describe to you the size of this bottle that I just received on my doorstep.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Duval, for your gifts. I will use them.
Why did this mysterious bottle show up on your doorstep?
1.75 liters.
It's just a lot.
You got the big bottle.
Amazing.
Anyway, thank you.
Anyways. So I don't know how much of that you heard, Maria.
I heard all of it.
Oh,
and I like the name.
Awesome.
It sounds great. We can workshop it, but I like the idea.
That is the nicest letdown I have ever.
I've never thought I would ever get to LA in my lifetime. That was an LA ass writer's room level fucking.
I like it.
We'll
work on it.
I like it. It's
And
terrible,
I'm not,
but I like it.
That feels like a Minnesotan coming and saying, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yep, you got it.
Okay. We are going to check in. Is anybody doing anything in particular within these next 5 minutes? Tal, are you continuing to take the damage in this connection and healing Duval up to full?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
I am.
Yeah,
So how much
points? How many hit points do you?
are you still missing?
What am I down? Let's see.
You were down
We're
9.
down 9, and then I
was
healed
down
4.
9. I'm down currently. Actually, so you did 2. I'm down 5.
Okay, so then yeah, you would heal 5, and I would
Take 5. Beautiful.
So
Okay.
as it like closes. You already know. Because I already told you.
Tal is just
And
kind of
like
looking.
he kind of puts like.
Tal is
Good.
kind of just like looking out at this ring still. And also, as an aside, the gouging claw spell, it doesn't say it has a duration. So
Interesting. It says temporarily morph your limb into a clawed appendage.
but it doesn't have a duration listed on Roll20 at least.
It is a attack.
Okay.
So it is for you. It's like a
so I
transform and
haven't-
attack.
I haven't had an attack. Well, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, so when you did it, that
Last
should have
attack?
been the
It-
attack.
it's basically
Oh, okay.
instantaneous. Like
I understand now, so that's fine. Great. No, she's looking a little.
Did we not
like,
actually resolve that as an attack? Did we?
We're learning
No,
magic.
because
No.
I was standing too
Okay.
far away.
we
It's fine, it's
thought
fine,
that
it's
she was
fine.
transforming her claws to attack later.
Okay. Cool.
It's fine.
Cool, cool, cool.
We know we're learning. No,
Well, you could
she's-
have just done it in the reverse order though. 'Cause
Yes.
Then you went and you moved forward. So I'm gonna say you would have done that attack. So I'm gonna say you did damage in there, but it still wouldn't like everything that happened. But you did that attack.
okay, but also like what I was about to do was gonna be with. I'm gonna say I didn't though.
Okay, perfect. That's great.
gonna
You did that.
switch
Just
it.
kidding. Totally didn't happen.
100. I appreciate everything that you said. I'm going to ignore it.
Maria came in here and chose violence today. She
I
was
did
wondering.
with you all.
That was interesting. Also, no.
No. She's looking out at the battlefield, and is looking a little bit not annoyed, but a little bit frustrated, because like in the last encounter, they got like one good hit. Let's be real, it was one good hit, and in this one they didn't really do anything, and they're feeling a little bit internal monologue that's kind of playing on their face a little bit. they're feeling frustrated, like they're not doing anything. They're not doing enough. They're basically being carried by everyone, by Ark and by Hideaki, who are in their minds a lot stronger, so obviously, but like, you know, they learned all these new spells and everything, and they felt like they were getting stronger, and then there's just like, you know, what Hideaki could have done this by himself is what they're thinking kind of in this moment as you come up to them, and they're like kind of in a way that, like, you know, when you get a paper cut and you're like, huh, my arm feels funny. That's kind of how they're treating the like the transfer of like damage. Yeah. They're just like, huh, why does my
do you want this to physically manifest the same wounds on yourself, or
I always envisioned it that way, like it's basically taking the identical wounds.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's slow. It's like 2 damage at a time.
Yeah.
And it's like it's really weird. It's like a line shows up and then it gets worse.
Yeah, it's like my body's just slowly getting like, I feel achy and weird. But it's like, obviously it's not if you're looking at
I've been walking too much today.
I ate too big of a breakfast.
I think Hideaki would kind of catch this. You know the best part about this? Is no one's gonna remember the first 2. Because when you destroy the 3rd one, that's all anybody's gonna be talking about.
And Ark, you're here too, by the way.
Yep.
And then like he kind of has a handle on your shoulder, and then I think like he probably like feels the wound and kind of like doesn't say anything though.
You are muted.
No, sorry. I was totally made a laughing comment to Waffles about Ark. Sorry.
DM's telling secrets! DM's telling secrets!
I'll share. I was like, I'm ready for Ark.
I'm kidding.
I said I'm ready for Ark to just be like, I'll remember.
No, Ark's just kind of like standing there rocking like back and forth, ready to hopefully fight, but also just basically waiting for the next step in the tournament.
Absolutely.
So Tal's definitely looking like focused, like they absolutely do want to go in again, but is also kind of glancing over at Arafe of like, I want to go in because I want to prove something to myself, but also I don't want to. No, you know what? We'll do this in character. They'll walk over to Arafe.
I will say this is getting to be the very end of this, so you guys are gonna have to make a decision soon. But Arafe, you're able to come out of your focus.
So I feel like it gets to the end. I do that whole. Okay. And then Tal's like right there. Oh.
Hi.
So first thing I'm gonna say is, can I tell she is injured or they're injured?
That's up to Tal.
I mean, it's based on whatever wounds that Hideaki.
It was like a precision slashing damage. So
like she hasn't hidden any of them, and like they wear less clothing than Duval. Not Duval. God, what am I doing?
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I guess what Arafe would do is she'd see Tal sitting in front of her, and she'd kind of look at Hideaki, see that he's good, look at Ark, realize Ark didn't go in this time and didn't get hit last time, and she's just gonna put her hand on Tal and go, I want to make you feel better, and I'm gonna cast heal.
Perfect. I always say this because this is just a weird thing. Heal and a touch, 1 action is 1d8. Heal 2 action, which is also at a range, does an additional 8. Like it's 1d8 plus 8.
True.
So when you're not pressed for action, I don't think there's a reason not to. Yeah.
And that's why she would kind of look at the other two too to see if she needed to do a burst out. But
yeah.
So like you're touching me, but you're like really like this far away, so it's not technically touch. It's technically still a range.
I guess what she would do. I guess what she would do, just knowing Tal, is she just kind of do like the anime hello wave and just kind of let it off. So as I do that, you see like the tendrils kind of go forward and just kind of gently wrap around you. And I will cast heal, and you will get 10 points of hit points back.
Amazing.
Excellent. That's all of mine.
All right. Tal, your connection, unless you dismiss this, because this break is only 5 minutes and yours lasted for 10, so it's with the 2 rounds a little under, but your connection would still be strong unless you dismiss it.
I don't think she would think to dismiss it.
Be perfectly
Be
fine.
honest. Thank you. Were you wanting to go into the last round? I wanted to make sure you had the option, if you wanted to.
So Arafe will kind of smile a little and go, if we're... Ooh. Sorry, so everybody move around. Got distracted. Got a little bit of shiny going on there. Arafe would just kind of give you a smile and go, I won't be helpful in there.
There's a moment where Tal is like, you can tell that they're going to be like, no, that's not true. But then they kind of like stop and think about what you're actually saying. And say, okay.
Picking up what they're laying down. I think Arafe would go, why don't you go in for me? I can do what I can do out here. I'm not as useful in there as I am out here.
Okay. And they'll like get up and like go to scurry off, and then they'll stop and they'll turn back around. And has Arafe hugged before? Have they hugged before?
Ugh.
No. I don't think they have.
There was a group hug. There was a group hug.
There was a group hug, yes.
Okay. With Star's consent, I would like to have Tal hug Arafe. Maybe without Arafe really realizing it's coming.
I feel like Arafe would be a hugger, so I don't think she'd be offended by that.
Amazing. Cool. Yeah, Tal stands up and starts to turn around, and then we'll just swing back around and just like right over the shoulders, just give you a big hug, and then we'll just like. Yeah, just scamper away.
I'll say, so as you do come in for the hug, she is thrown off by it. But she will have this kind of this moment of probably realizing what you did, just knowing kind of how you usually act. She go, I'll tell you the same thing Hideaki told me. You're not a throwaway. Take care of yourself.
The hug deepens just a little bit, and then she stands up and like jogs back over to where the others are.
Another gifable reaction by Duval right there. All right, so now I understand that Arafe said Tal could go in her stead. There is another combination that I just want to make sure everyone's aware of. Hideaki and Ark could also be the two that go in. So real quick, who are the two that are going in?
As that embrace is happening.
You two could have a dude, go.
So as that embrace is happening, there's this
in the stream you completely disappear from the video.
No, I don't even know. So I think like seeing that embrace, I think Hideaki would just put an elbow like on Ark's shoulder. So how you gonna beat that?
You don't know what you're starting?
You see a small smile creep on Ark's face, and he says,
Emotion.
I don't believe I have to. You got hit
But the strategic value of me being hit is that I blew that one away faster than you did. Which means that I made the better decision than you did. So now you need to go. So you were here, I'm here. So now you need to go here. And I, to be honest, believe that you can do it.
He just stands there and nods a moment and goes, I disagree,
I think I got some blood on you. I'm sorry.
but I will.
Okay.
What is going
steps
on?
Actually,
forward.
enthusiasm on Ark.
Yes. Okay. So is it Tal and Ark?
I guess so.
Yes, but
Okay.
I'm gonna sidebar Law and Order style with Overnoza.
Dun, dun.
I really want to follow that up. But I think it's more valuable for Ark too. And I also think I want Tal to actually get the final super awesome blow. And then I think what we should do is maybe we should sneak off and find fireworks or something when we win. I don't know. I'm just thinking.
You're
I'm just
talking to
thinking
Overnoza, and Overnoza, as you talk to him and he's not responding for a second, you look over and his eyes are laser focused on Ark stepping in the ring, and he kind of just looks at you, tears his eyes away and looks at you, and in your head you just hear, we should go in with him and compete. Show him that you're better.
I think this is the point
are
that Tal's
better.
jogging over.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we're better. Because we're better with all four of us together. All five of us together.
You see Overnoza do that exact sigh of reaching his head up, and he goes, altruistic to a fault. I knew that. Okay.
And
Fireworks?
you said it anyway. Don't get me
a
wrong, I
dragon
want
can
to fuck this
dream.
third one up too. Here's the thing. There's more powerful opponents to come. We're the future, remember?
Oh, I am well aware, though I do find it amusing that you're telling me so. Do you not remember when I had to tell you that very same thing?
Well, yeah, I didn't believe it at the time. And then, what we did?
Overnoza kind of grins and kind of steps up on its kind of back feet, spreading its wings a little bit before almost kind of taking up a lot of space to kind of you're not quite sure what he's gonna do, and then he kind of settles back in on his haunches, and he a grin kind of shows up on his maw, and he's just kind of oh, you've grown so much in just two. Oh, that's my book falls. You've grown so much in just 2-3 months. We'll see what this year brings.
Has it been that long?
Yup.
It's just more important. It's just more important for them to feel good about themselves than it is for us. That's all.
I'm sorry. Alex in chat goes, I see what you're doing, Syrup. I just want you to know, I see what you're doing. I love it.
That was good. That was good by you.
Okay.
That was good by you. Oh my god, I'm so cute right now.
Look how cute you are! Tal jogs over
yes.
and looks at Hideaki and then looks towards Ark, who's already heading in, and will point and say, did you want to go? I know that you.
Yes,
Magic
you
finger
hear
on
Overnoza
Tal.
mumble.
You do what now? You do what now?
And then I go, in response to that question, I cast Magic Fang on Tal. You have a job to do.
You just kind of
I'm sorry, I can't talk. I got racist.
Is it claws? Isn't it claws or fangs or what is it?
It's
It's
the
like a
spell's
natural
Magic
attack.
Fang, it's just it's
I
under
just
attack.
imagine
but-
Tal's
100%. It's not my. I don't do
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I know, but it's really funny.
Perfect.
They
Yeah,
give
he
you
just
a
kind
small-
of he just looks at you with a big smile.
I'll just go in. Follow Ark.
All right.
When
Yes.
And I go sit next to our RFA.
when Tao walks up, Art kind of looks over and low voice says, "I'm surprised he didn't want to go, but I feel like he's starting a competition. And now, instead of him winning or losing, he leaves it to me."
Is that something you want to do? Do you want to compete with him?
You see Art think for a moment, and he says, "Normally I would not, because I'm definitely already ahead. But," and you see a small smile on his face, "I do."
Tal doesn't say anything, but just kind of like nods. And there's a little bit of a smile. She's thinking like, I don't think you're as good as you think you are, but is excited that Ark seems to be trying to do something tangential to friendship with someone.
Yep.
Hey guys. So your GM is an idiot. I'm very special, okay? I have read this a bunch of times. You you guys were supposed to fight a fucking shield bearer construct and a sickle hand construct this past time, and not just a sickle hand.
Ah.
I have read
Okay.
this so many times,
Round
and my brain
3
has
is
just
gonna
skipped.
be really hard.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be the most random, like,
Yeah.
wait, why are we fighting 4 things now? I don't get it.
Here's how
Absolutely.
it works. There's a lot of chittering happening in the trees, and we just hear someone say, "Why didn't you go out there?"
Yes.
So I would like to,
It was
to ask
scary.
Syrup then, that I think that we should be allowed 3 people in the last round then.
Beef it
No.
up. Well,
No.
all right.
Absolutely not.
No, the second
I
round was
guess
just
so.
easier, so we can't make the third round easier.
What if one of them is me because I don't do any damage? No.
What if I'm just
No, I was
another
saying bring the
target?
one for the second round in the third round. That's why I say bring all 3 people.
Well, we
Oh,
don't
I
know
get what
how
you're
many
saying.
are in the third round is the
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
fine.
Sorry, I thought you meant on your end.
No. I'm saying add a third, add the person from the second. Let's fucking go. I'm good.
So
either
we
way.
get an extra
Third's- I
person,
think the
and
third's
they get
pretty-
an extra person.
The third's probably
Up to you.
hard enough.
Yeah, I think we're okay with the way it should be. And now I get why they had the rule with the we're
Because you're looking at
learning
the
how to
monster.
GM on the spot, apparently.
Oh yeah, it's
I mean,
always learning. Let's
That's how it
go.
works.
I mean, let's
That's
be
how it
honest.
works,
What
whatever.
DM didn't get done with with a combat encounter
That was
and
the
went,
wrong
oh,
AC. That was the wrong damage. Yep. Every time.
oh, wait,
that's
they have
amazing.
resistance? Wait, they have this? Wait, they attack twice?
Yeah. Yep. It happens. Congratulations, you're a human, and you're still a GM badass. And anyone feels
you-
different, I will fight you.
And you can check that one off your bingo card.
There you go.
Thank
Yep.
you. I appreciate it.
Totally
you guys.
forgot an aspect of the battle. It happens all the time.
Always.
That's fair.
I can't tell you
Thank
the
you.
amount of times I've forgotten legendary actions. All the time.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Copy paste a little bit here. Do a little bit
Let's
of
go.
stuff.
We love a copy.
Alright.
Do a little thing. One problem.
Let's see what happens here. That's why Mafika actually went to go talk to the Leshies at the end of the last battle. He was like, "Weren't you guys supposed to also have another-"
What happened to the
Hey, why are you making it so easy?
to be fair, when you described Habram and what's her face's loss that Hideaki doesn't like, you didn't describe two Leshies or two
I didn't.
constructs.
I didn't.
You
Yeah, I
said
don't
one. So
think of that.
I actually
Listen.
think that you're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine, and this is all pre-planned, and everything's on purpose. And
Gorgeous,
course.
darling. You're gorgeous.
Oh.
Look, the biggest aspect of GMing is the illusion that you have 100% of control of the situation.
yeah, I'm sorry. I
We don't know.
in there because I literally was just in absolute shock because I have literally read this fight like 3 times, and I was like, how did I miss that paragraph every time?
No
Don't worry.
worries
ADHD.
I
at
got hand
all.
blockers for you. All the hand
I
blockers right here.
You're just
All
making
the
us
hand
feel like
blockers.
badasses before you completely destroy us.
Absolutely.
It's not
This
all
is
the
going to
time,
be a very
regardless of
different
your-
fight.
your conscience.
Okay. As you 2 step forward and you're having this discussion amongst yourselves, you hear rustling as a familiar sickle hand construct returns. You see some repairs made along the front end of it as the pieces were put back up on it and quickly mended. It looks to be the same one that you fought, and it is, because of your previous critical damage, it is clumsy 1 still. I believe, yes. And you're like, oh, cool, good. We have something going on here. Except, then from the bushes emerge another one. And another one. And as all 3 emerge from this end, to the bush on the left that hasn't yet really, nothing has emerged from it yet. A towering
Oh, row.
champion construct, unlike any of the others, steps forward with a giant maul.
Goodness.
See? Super good thing Arafay didn't go in. Super good thing.
I will
I
show you guys
this.
the Bramble champion
I
construct.
got
What the what? I'm sorry, is that what the hug of death looks like? I think there's a JoJo character based off this. No, I say that never seeing an episode of JoJo. So there you
Yes,
Here's the
amazing.
thing: when you call out JoJo in a meme, you're 100% right all the time. That's
Yeah,
all.
you can't go wrong
That's
at all.
Right.
go. Everything I know
Also,
about
I think while
JoJo,
you're
I
pulling
have
up-
learned from actually.
Exactly.
All right.
So while you're pulling that up there, I think seeing them walk through, Hideaki just looks over and knows I'm like, yep, I totally should have went in. Yep, totally. Yep. All right, cool.
We're gonna mark the one clumsy one with this little slow snail, just to designate them. The other 2 being perfectly fine, and then this big one over here up above. Gosh, you think I know what I'm doing? You think I know what I'm doing? I do. I always know what I'm doing. So this one, this large wooden maul that this big one's carrying, looks to be made of some soft wood. So you can tell that, like, even though this thing is massive, it's probably still gonna be non-lethal. As is
I like
to the
probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Look, we all got death on the mind all the time now.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder why.
As long as it's not a mushroom.
So, my friends, would you like to re-roll initiative, or just keep the same?
No.
I would like to keep the same. I'll reroll.
No, we're re-rolling all of them. Go for it.
Roll it.
We're gonna have all of the lovely
I'm so
sick lands
sorry.
go the same.
It's all good.
Listen, you can use a hero point on it if you want.
No thanks.
Hey.
Wonder.
Ooh, Arafay.
By the way, for the folks just joining us, a lot is happening. A
So
lot
much.
is
There's a
happening.
lot.
There's so much.
All right. So wow. those
Jackie,
rolled
are
the
you
same.
going to roll?
Okay.
Duval,
Odd
you-
question for you, GM.
What? What kind of roll? Sorry, I was
What's up?
I'm
Alright.
in another level. It was not natural for you guys. We've like end of
We
end
got
of
him out.
conversation. Still pretty high though.
What's up,
20.
Ark?
So we did like actions prior to the start of the battle last time.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just like stand in front and raise a tome? Like raise my shield up?
Yeah.
Okay.
What action, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay. What did you say you got, Hideaki?
Very 20.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous,
Airfay,
darling.
as this fight is about to begin.
Yes. As they walk in and we see those four come out together and say, "Oh God, okay." And
It's fine.
it's fine. And I am, after telling Tal that she should go in for me, I'm going to go and cast Lifelink on Tal.
Oh my gosh.
So we are now linked for 1 minute.
For life!
For life.
For life. Not
So
that
the
Hideaki
For
would
life.
ever do this, but I just want to know that technically Tal is still linked with you, Hideaki, so you could take damage on the outside of the ring and siphon life from Tal on the inside of the
Could
ring,
make us
which
lose.
would help.
What you gonna do?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Just
about
say,
it. This was a
technically, you could.
Technically,
Hideaki's like, I know how to make sure Ark loses.
character choice. Listen.
Would he though? Would he?
That's too
Bye.
much.
So the first time you get hit each round, I will take the first 3 damage.
Great.
Is it specifically hit, or would you take the 3? Would you take the 3 damage that they give? To
I guess it technically says the first time each round that the target takes damage.
We're gonna just do
Okay.
ring around the rosy and it's
We'll
gonna
just
be great.
well, yeah, it's gonna be this
Fucking
beautiful,
goal poses.
ridiculous siphoning of energies and
Hideaki
like,
gets hit by an arrow, and like a round later, Airfay's like, "Ow!
it's like it's a full circle. It's amazing. All right,
Wait a minute, no one got hit."
I love magic. So you lifelink. Is that all you're doing?
That's all I got. Otherwise, I'm gonna stick
Perfect.
around. Yes.
The big towering champion construct lumbers forward, seeming to be relatively slow, if not a heavy hitter, as is wont to be. And it lumbers forward from there. And Hideaki, anything you're doing from the sidelines?
Already cast a spell that I wanted to. Yeah, I think he's
can
gonna.
Can you ping the spell that you cast on me again, by the way?
Me?
No,
Magic thing.
Yeah, sure. No worries. In the meantime, he'll spin around to the crowd and says, "Let's go! It's a final round! Let's go!"
Perfect. Hype the crowd up. And they do, and they totally react. They're like already on the edge of their seat, and I think they were like, as the Bramble champion started like lumbering forward, they got quiet and like laser focused, and then they were like, "Oh, yeah!" And they like started cheering on. And you do notice that some are also cheering on the Leshies. Not
course.
just you.
Mm-hmm.
Tal.
Shocking. That's what happens when you're the Patriots. That's who we are right now. We're the Patriots.
we are the champions, my friend.
We are the champions.
We are the champions, my friend.
And I hate it. I don't like Tom Brady.
What is Tal doing?
Okay. Tal is thinking. I'm thinking. Ark stood in front of them in like a defensive shielding way. Now, Waffles, you let me know. Does it look like Ark is attempting to be a barrier between the two of them?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you, Maria, would allow me, Ark would probably at this point give you pointers at what he would like you to do, but I don't want to control your
100%.
character. Okay. So Art's got this.
I would absolutely love that, yeah.
Yeah. Art's got this book up and he kind of like looks back over his shoulder, and obviously this book is his shield, which is super odd against this huge hammer. But he like looks
Right.
back over his shoulder and he says, if we stay in a corner, it'll be hard for them to surround us. They're so large. And if you have anything ranged, that one is hurt. Basically saying that anything that requires a reflex throw, that thing has the clumsy one has a -1.
Okay.
Look at Ark being super smart.
Wow, intelligence in our game? Wow, unfortunately,
Can't
all of my
relate.
cantrips are touch spells.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wow. It's like Tal didn't
sickle
start
hand
learning
construct, you're up.
offensive. Okay, right. I do have a sling, however, which is not a spell. However, it does have range. Which is something. So, do I know how much range? No. You know where we can find it.
Ba-da-ba.
On the internet, I'm loving it.
Well, you don't tell me anything. There it is. Range 50 feet. I love that for me. Okay. So,
Now, mind you, you were just thinking, Tal, how you wanted to be more in the action.
yeah. Correct. So we're going to split the difference, and I'm going to, and by split the difference, I mean I'm going to move here.
By split the difference, I mean I'm gonna step up.
I mean I'm going to move. I'm not going to say exactly where I was. And I'm going to swing a sling at this one.
Okay.
Since that is now within
At the
50
clumsy
feet.
one. Go ahead and roll 2 sec. It's 20. That definitely hits. That is
20.
what, 4 damage?
4 bludgeoning damage.
Amazing. And so you do see it kind of like, you launch this little flat stone or whatever, and it does kind of like impact into the, it's kind of like splinters wood a little bit. And you're like, you know what? That thing has gone through so much damage. I hope that just adds to it. Like, that's just gonna, we're doing good.
Very least, like, Tal is not completely ignoring everything that Ark says, because Tal knows that Ark is vastly intelligent in a lot of ways. But as soon as they get, like, this is more of like a taunting thing of like to get them closer. As soon as they get closer, though, like, they're fucked.
Absolutely.
Let's be real.
Perfect. So then that one that you just attacked, lumbers forward. It's gonna use one action to kind of get close to you. Despite its damage, it's still moving relatively swiftly. Doesn't seem to be affected in that front as it comes around 2 actions and swings to one side of you, and goes to just attack. It's gonna do a regular swipe at you for 17 to hit.
That's my AC.
Oh no! For 5 slashing damage.
Which I believe Airfay takes 3, right?
I take 3.
Absolutely. Amazing. Good teamwork, folks. Arc 2. Arc Dose. What's up?
All right.
Or Arky. Arky.
Oh dear.
Arc guy.
Arky.
All right. I'm in a bad spot. Pew. Pew.
Pew pew.
Stinky pew.
Arc is going to slide up here beside Tal.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to use his focus spell called Shielding Strike.
Ooh. What does it do? What's it?
I'm trying. So basically I attack a foe. Warding magic transforms my momentum into action and lifts my shield. So basically it's just this very flowing movement to be able to strike and raise my shield at the same time.
Okay. Perfect. So go ahead and strike.
20 to hit.
Beautiful. That definitely hits.
Okay, so 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then with my shield raised, I'll use my last action to enter Arcane Cascade, which is where Arc kind of like begins to glow. A little electricity is around him, etc., etc. Because
Cool.
his focus spell is a spell. So.
Perfect. All right. So as you do so, the other sickle hand move kind of quickly and in tandem as they swing around to the other side of you. And I'm gonna play this like if the construct was here, because they're large, it can't make the both of you flat-footed to them. I think it has to be directly across the token. Is that correct?
Yeah, it has to go through. From what I understand, it has to go from it's from middle of token to middle of token.
Got it. Perfect. So we'll stick with that. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. So 2 actions, it comes and closes the distance with you. The other coming around. I think it's gonna just step up on the other side here. Actually, it's 3 actions. Yeah, it's gonna come around. They're gonna try to surround you guys. As 3 actions, it takes the long way around to get all the way up to you, so it can't do anything this turn. But this one, 2 actions to come up to you, Arc, being flat-footed against it, it's going to make a strike at you as well.
Aye.
With a 22 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay. Because you are flat-footed to it, you're going to take 3 damage and an additional d4 of precision damage. An additional 2.
Okay, so
Alright.
how much is that? 5?
That is 5, correct.
Give me 1 second here. Okay. Arc is going to block that with his shield.
Okay.
So he takes. You see his book swipe some of the damage away, so his shield takes 3,
Okay.
and Arc takes 2.
Okay. And so the sickle kind of bounces off the cover of that book before the continued motion kind of slides down your arm and gets you like on your arm. The book, though, sustaining no damage almost magically. Kind of damage, but it's not the book, the shield aspect, not the book aspect. Perfect. All right, Arafe, anything you're doing?
So, rules question.
Yeah.
Is there any rule against casting the same spell multiple times in the same turn?
So it depends on if it's something that you have to concentrate and or sustain.
Okay, and if it says it has the concentration, it would say you have the concentration.
It should have the concentration tag if it does. So what are you trying to do? You're trying to lifelink a second time on Arc?
Yeah.
Waffles, do you mind rules lawyering that for me and just double checking? Because I have no clue.
Yeah,
Because it says it has a duration, but it doesn't have the concentration tag on it, and it doesn't say, because I've looked a couple of my spells don't have the tag, but it says it later on in the spell.
I kind of want to say that sounds legit.
Okay, so
Legit to quit.
Yeah, it's not sustained. It's just a duration. It doesn't have concentration or anything. So it would be like casting 2 magic weapons on someone or something, and it should be fine.
Yeah.
all right, I just want to check one thing. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure if I die, I can get back up.
The only like future weird rules with this thing. The only thing is you can't have the same spell on the same person twice. So
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It wouldn't do anything really.
Yeah.
Is all it is.
So I'm just Arafe is just gonna look at Hideaki and say, "Just make sure someone gets me back up, okay?" And I'm going to put my hand out.
Why?
And you see my curse as I go into my major curse, because I have hit level 3 on that. As I put Arc also onto my lifelink, so I'm now connected to both.
Like 2 hands outstretched. You see one towards Tal, one towards Arc. The pale gray skin from your legs down turns shadowy dark as
This is
your
real bad for me.
intensifies.
What are you doing?
Even the
Keeping
ends
you
of your
alive.
hands are turning darker. Like all of you is slowly like, you know how your hair is ombre? Your body is ombre.
My body is ombre. And then as I do,
Right. Yeah, go ahead.
so go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, seeing that happen, I feel like I was like, I think I had to react to that.
Yeah.
And I said, never tell me that you're not participating in something ever again.
So I
was just one last thing, like 3 words.
no, I'm sorry.
You are unbelievable.
And she's going to smile at Hideaki, and since I still have 2 actions left,
Yes.
I'm
yes, you
going
do.
to flip my hands over on both sides, and I'm going to cast guidance on each of them as well.
Holy shit! Holy
This
shit!
is what happens when you don't have to move, and everybody's within 30 feet of you as an oracle.
Literally,
Let's go.
Arafe, from when she just sat there on that stool and refocused, has since stood up, gotten a hug, planted her feet, and channeled the most immense amount of power at the same time right now, just going bam, 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 bam. And as Arafe, you do that and you bite your lip, or however you concentrate, the Bramble Champion starts to lumber forward. And as they lumber forward to close the distance on Arc 2, we're going to take a break.
I take damage for real. Shit.
I love you guys very, very much.
Not in my games.
Mwah. I love you guys so much. This is a blast.
Love
We're
you.
going to, of course, by the way, none of my plans are happening like I think they are, and I love it every time. We'll see what happens next. So please
Oh my God, this is so bad. I love it.
join
Let's
us
go.
after break and find out with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the dead.
We'll be right back.
Bam. All right, we're jumping straight back in. Just right back in.
Shit's
Arafe
happening, man. Yeah.
channeling massive
Massives.
amounts of power, epically from the sidelines, having a large impact onto the battle at hand, in my opinion. But my opinion doesn't matter. The real curiosity is whether Arafe actually believes they are making a difference or not. There's a shaking of the head. We'll find out.
Your boy's gonna fix that. Don't worry about that.
We stopped last time in the middle of the Bramble Champion Construct's turn. It lumbers its way forward, leaving the only, filling the only gap that was around Arc 2. As it lumbers forward, I believe it was 2 actions to get here, so with its 3rd action. Yep, just, Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's
Is
going
it
to
cool?
swing-
Is it cool?
It's cool. It's super cool. It's going to swing down with its maul on you, Arc. Does a 24 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
I take 3 of those, you take 7.
Take 7. All right.
This is why I'm beefy.
Star, how does that manifest in like what Hideaki's looking at?
So I guess as Arc gets hit, you see Arifite kind of shrink back at the same time. Not as strongly as Arc,
Okay.
but there is a slight mirroring reaction.
Okay.
2 seconds here. I want to check something. But while we do, Hideaki is there. And by the way, I just moved him back a little bit because he actually steps up this way and does not close the distance. He swings from 10 feet away.
Of course.
Oh, goodness. Gross.
He's a biggin.
And
Yeah, by the way, I would have been right here.
I'm trying to figure out the waffles. I know what shove is as an action. But what is shove as a trait?
That just means you can do it with that weapon out. If that's what you're talking about.
Probably.
There's some weapons that you can do it when you crit all the time, but if it's just a weapon trait, like if it's just a tag on the weapon, that means you can use the weapon to shove. You don't need free hands.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you. Hideaki.
Boy, he's very worried. I think he made the wrong decision. But also like still coming to like but he did it for the right reasons. Let's see. So the Magic Fang's still on Tell. That was the second one.
Dun, dun, dun.
It might mean absolutely nothing, but remember, you're not alone in this. And I touch Airface's shoulder and cast guidance.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
Alright. With that Taliatya of the Sojourning Song, you went from maybe feeling like you weren't involved enough in the combat to being surrounded by not one, not two, but 3 looming sickle hand constructs. Yep.
Oh, last action is pacing.
By the way, I don't know, this was up here, but I meant to, I don't know, I'm just moving that.
Okay.
Ignore me.
Cheater. No, I'm just kidding.
-1 hero points.
Hey. Darn, I still have 2.
Same.
Okay.
What's up?
I'm so sweaty.
I love you so much.
I am not regretting the decision of only putting you against one enemy each time so far, because this makes this that much more impactful, and I love it.
Okay.
I agree.
I'm going to, as my first action, cast... Okay, this is another constant spell that has a duration. If I cast this spell, does that mean that the... Oh no, because Spirit Link isn't
Concentration?
It is a constant. It doesn't have a concentration tag, but it has a constant.
Yeah, you're fine. You can have like 15 constant
Okay.
spells up in Pathfinder.
Oh, fantastic. Then it's fine.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna cast True Strike on
Nice.
themselves, which essentially gives them advantage on their next attack.
And this is a... Go ahead. I'm gonna look something up. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's a fortune effect.
Thank you.
And then, okay. Okay, I'm not gonna move because I saw that the last time one of these was able to hit when Hideaki moved. So I'm gonna stay here for now, I think. And I think I'm just gonna do 2 unarmed attacks at the damaged one.
Perfect. So the first of these strikes is affected by True Strike.
And
Correct.
guidance.
And guidance.
So
And
plus
don't forget about
So-
Magic Fang.
True.
Oh my
So-
god, it's so many things.
You tell me what Magic Fang does to your thing. I think it makes it
It gives me a
magical
plus one. Yeah, plus one striking.
Additional
Okay.
damage dice.
Yeah, plus
Great.
one bonus to attack rolls and a damage.
An additional damage
die.
die. So, you look at your hands, claws, not in the same claw that you had made earlier, but just more animalistic, more sharper, more intense. And you look at this towards the sickle hand construct, and you breathe for a second as you cast True Strike. This is a fortune effect, and quite literally, you glimpse into the future. As you do, you see yourself swipe at this creature, and you see yourself swipe 2 different ways. This way or that way. So you're gonna go ahead and roll an advantage for this attack. And you're focused on this, but you can't help but notice how bright. Cause when you look into the future, potential futures, it's like this kind of like you know when you see doubles, like when you move too quickly and you see like the after image, it's kind of like that, except the one strong thing that never changed, even in this kind of after image, is that bright golden thread that is on your hand.
fine.
Uncomfortable.
And a 15.
15, and then it would get plus 2 from guidance and the other thing that Hideaki did him.
Magic Fang.
Is it plus 1 and plus? Okay, yeah. So that is
Yeah.
a 17,
17.
which hits. It would not have hit otherwise. So good job, yeah.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay, and that
Go
is
team.
So,
roll
Okay.
another
yeah.
d4.
Okay. Dice 3. So total of 5
Okay.
damage.
Perfect.
I love how this went from total victory to total like it's like nothing. Like that victory didn't even happen. Like it's like we're just like
Right?
what's happening?
So as you see this at the end of this strike, you're going to do another strike at the end of this?
That was my plan, unless something else happens to
Okay.
change it.
You see in your future, you see the success go towards the one where you aim directly at the sort of seams where they had repaired the previous damage on this one, and thanks to the extra sharp claws, you're able to kind of claw through some of those repair works and see that piece likewise start to fall away again. It hasn't fallen away yet, but it is kind of really, really rough. And the Leshy is like, kind of immediately raises his hand, goes, I yield.
Oh, great. Then I'm gonna just spin around in the spot that I'm at and do the second swing on the one behind me.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is the second attack, so it gets I push the second attack, right?
Yes. At a minus attack penalty, basically. Ooh, and that's a natural one.
I'm
point, hero
gonna
point,
use my
hero
hero point.
Yeah.
Yes! Pew, pew, pew. Every
Pew
time.
pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
A 2.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh
That's
Tell me
There's
why.
a sound effect when you need it.
Tell me why. Okay, sorry.
We were ready. We were ready. I want. Sorry.
Oh, okay, so I think the way that they turn, they see Arafe, I think is what it is.
Oh,
In
yes.
their
Yeah.
in
Cool.
Ask your
their
players, guys. Okay.
in
Yep.
their very not quite Arafe looking look.
Absolutely.
That is also very reminiscent of how Tal's like more occult spells transform her body, and it
Yep,
it like
yep.
catches them off guard a little bit, enough to where their swipe doesn't connect
Momentary
with anything.
panic.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love it so much. Okay. Does that end your turn?
That would be the end of my turn, yeah.
Great. So Next go the other two sickle hands as it loses its Oh, actually, no, sorry, not the other two. It is this sickle hand that yielded, which simply takes its construct and goes off into the bushes.
Okay,
Hooray! No more flanking! Hooray!
Which is
No.
great.
You're
And
welcome.
that's it. So, Ark, it is your turn.
Yeah.
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 Schwarzenegger, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is such a rough spot to be in.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we make that an alert on the?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking up stuff to make sure.
The loop of us each going, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Okay. Weirdly enough, I think this works, and I think this is the optimal play. So, Art stays where he is, and is going to cast Electric Arc,
Yep.
and bounce it between the two small guys,
Okay.
aiming at the top one first and the bottom one second.
Okay. This is this an attack roll?
It is not. It's a reflex saving throw for them.
Beautiful.
Nice choice.
So we will do just that. Uno, Ido. So that's 12 for the first one, the top guy,
That's a fail.
and a 25 for the bottom one.
That's a normal success.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So that
that's
is
nice.
8 for the top one and 4 for the bottom one.
Gorgeous.
And then Ark will raise his book.
Now, question, because I don't normally do this, the fact that you cast a spell in melee.
If it was a ranged attack, it would have provoked. It is not though, so
Oh,
yeah, that's what I was looking up.
cool. Look at.
Yeah, it says so a creature within your reach uses a manipulate action, which spells aren't, or a move action, makes a ranged attack, or leaves a square during a move action.
Makes a ranged attack. Okay, cool. So, Tal, you're right next to Ark, and you see Ark in action, like right up front, right in the middle of this. You see the calculation. You see his eyes darting from one to the other, to their spell book, to their, like, there's just constant calculations. And this very pointed choice not to incur attack of opportunities, all of that, you can see they just tactics right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was 2 actions.
Yeah,
for your
then
third?
I raised my book.
Okay. Beautiful. So the top one considers this and is going to go. I think. All right, takes 1 action to swiftly come around to return to flanking. And it's going to swipe at you, Tal. Not as an attack, but to trip.
Okay.
Now, similarly, Waffles, when the sickle has a trip trait, can I use a melee attack roll of the sickle to trip instead of the athletics? Or is it just, does it, actually no, because I have a +6 to trip. Never mind. I don't know.
Yeah, you should use athletics almost always, I think, because it's going to be higher than your melee attack normally. It just allows you not to have a free hand kind of thing.
Perfect. I'm tripping with the sickle, but
Yes.
it's still the athletics.
Yep.
That is going to be a 15 to your reflex save.
17, baby.
Baby, amazing. So unsuccessful with that. It turns towards you, Ark, and you are flat-footed towards it. It's going to take a attack penalty, but it is going to second attack at you.
Okay.
Yeah, does a 6 hit?
That doesn't.
Okay, well,
Nice.
it's there. And then the other one is going to take an attack at you. Yeah, you're already flat-footed, so it's going to do that on you, Ark, for a 26 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, and that's going to do an additional d4 precision damage for only additional 1. So that's going to be 4 points of slashing and precision damage.
Ark
I take
will-
3, so you take 1.
Oh, hold on. Ark will block it with his book. So he takes 1. So technically he takes 0 and RFA takes 1.
You take 0, I take 1.
Perfect.
Welp.
And his book takes 1.
Okay.
Oh, not the
Right.
book.
So that's the first
Oh,
attack.
no,
It's going to do a
buddy.
second attack at
Oh,
you
nobody book. Oh no.
for 18
Love
to
the
hit.
That's a miss.
Amazing. And then it's going to the Leshy in the sickle hand is kind of going to glance towards the Bramble champion Leshy. They kind of lock eyes, and then it will. It's going to go ahead and step up here for its third action. Airfay?
You are not giving me burst heal ability here, lady. You're doing this
I
on
was not
purpose.
thinking about that.
So if I recall, Ark has taken damage and Tal has not.
I have taken 2 points of damage.
Okay. Well, because I don't know how long I'm going to be up with you two. So I'm going to take a step over so that I can. So she's just going to kind of glide over a little bit around Hideaki so she can get line of sight on Ark. And she's going to cast heal at a distance.
Can Ark see this?
Yeah. I mean, once they come into range.
Yeah, I believe you're within range here. Just let me double check. Yeah.
No, in the sense of like once Airfay steps around so into line of sight with you, she's in line of sight as well.
Okay. Again, this is Ark, and I don't want to sit here and control y'all's characters, so make the best decision for Airfay would make. But when Ark sees this and sees you begin to cast a healing spell, maybe he can even like feel the magic energy start to like envelop him. He would yell out while blocking with the book, "It's better if you stay up." Basically offering like heal yourself.
Fair enough.
That's a good point.
That's a
That's
great
a good
point.
point.
Let's see.
Yeah, what do you think about this?
I mean, it's one of those like she'll start to cast and she'll hear that, and she'll have that moment of, all right, and I'll do it to myself, and hopefully it will work because I am in my curse state.
Oh right.
Well, let's talk about this. So first of all, before you do, what do you look like? What's your health at right now?
So I'm still at 25.
Okay.
I am beef.
Amazing.
I am meant to take your damage, so I have damage to spare, life to spare.
Now,
However, I
what
think
is
I
it
was
about your curse that affects healing?
so with my curse, oh wait, nope, doesn't affect me. I forgot about that. So I'm pouring out life energy. So others that try to heal me, it actually kind of blocks it a little bit. So I actually take a Actually, I'm in my major curse, so it blocks it completely unless I'm unconscious from other people.
Okay.
So from how I am reading it, it sounds like I can heal myself, but unless I'm unconscious, no one else can heal me. And even at that point, I can only get 1 hit point back.
I see. Okay.
But you can heal yourself.
It's from
This is
what
because
I'm
you're
reading.
a life oracle.
Because I'm a life oracle.
Well, let's take a quick look.
Yeah, because
Curse.
I'm currently in major curse, and from what it looks like, everything minor, moderate, and major are all in effect at the same time when I hit this level.
Would you like me to make this more complicated?
Sure.
Because that'll be fun. Hearing that, don't listen.
Oh
Oh my god. Oh, I wonder how Erfe takes this. So really quick on the minor curse.
You ass!
Yes!
I would like to remind everyone that Hideaki's been an ass in every episode.
That's fair.
Wow!
So rules-wise, the minor curse states effects that restore hit points to you. Effects that restore hit points to you. Take a status penalty.
So mine
equals
evens
to
like
half
this
your
down.
level.
Yep, so even mine will have that status penalty. Yes,
Next,
the second one is the other one.
When you cast... Nope, that's not it. Oh, by the way, in your moderate curse, that's D12s instead of D8s for healing. Holy shit.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's good.
There's so much going on with oracles,
so
y'all.
There is.
I have so much stuff. And it's all like in one, like 3 paragraphs. It doesn't feel like there should be this much to pay attention to.
In addition to the effects of your minor curse, you can't be healed by magical effects originating from other creatures. So yes, you can absolutely heal yourself.
Yep.
Hell yes, do it. Or not.
Or don't.
whatever.
You know, or don't. When you hear the words "don't do it" from Hideaki, what is the first thought that goes through Erfe's face? Yep, what's the first thought that goes through your face?
What's on your
Face?
face?
Well, my face is very glowy right now.
Very
Very glowy. I think for her, the first that would pop into her head is how night and day that advice is from what he gave me before about being more selfish. But I will say she was gonna do it to herself, but hearing someone else back her up, she'll put it back out.
Huh?
And she'll cast on Ark instead.
Hideaki,
Yep.
I know you have thoughts as to why you said that. Would you be okay? Would you accept if I said that thought originated from Overnosa through to you?
I 100% would love, actually. Yeah.
Because in her mind, when he's
follow up to the earlier conversation, yeah, 100%. That makes perfect sense.
And I guess what I would say is, in her mind, it makes sense. Ark is the damage dealer. I got to keep Ark up.
Okay, amazing.
And
Yeah,
that's
and
what-
Overnosa
that's
thought,
exactly what Hideaki-
thinks that in your shared heads, so to speak, not in a sense of tell Erfe this, but like it's better. Like in his head, he's just like, she shouldn't, and you say it out loud.
And only needing to give him back a few points. You can heal 22.
I'll heal the 9 that I needed to.
I know. I had that thought. I'm like, I rolled a 10 and a 12.
is Super Saiyan over here. I want everybody to recognize this for a second. Holy shit!
Can I just tell you, my adrenaline is like at 5,000
Yes.
right now.
Yeah, so you'll see,
Also,
like, so she
I
goes.
did have a cup of coffee, so
So she goes forward, and she's going to go forward to cast. She hears Ark say, "No, take care of yourself," and in her mind, she goes, "Okay, yep, no, I can do that. That's not a problem." And then she hears the person who tells her to be selfish say, "Don't, heal him instead." And so she's gonna turn back.
God, the
I have-
gambit. Jeez.
So many things about this, but we will move forward. Okay.
There's a lot more going in the mind at that point. But yes, that's the end of my turn.
Mile a minute. Okay. The Bramble Champion Construct takes a step over. God, I hate sometimes how this works. We'll go for it. We'll go like this. They should be within 10 feet of. Yep, perfect.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Okay. And so they sidestep for one action, and they just take a step, 5-foot step, and then they will look down. Now, technically, I will say, I can't quite do from middle to middle here. I'll say they're just trying to kind of position themselves the way they are. I don't feel like they're quite flanking you. Actually, there's no reason why they won't. So they will not take a 5-foot step. They will take a full movement. They will come over here. Yeah, there's no reason not to. And they will flank you. And then with that, they will strike first at you, Ark, seeing you start to heal up.
Okay.
Does a 26?
It does.
Is it a crit?
No.
Boo.
You got that
Four.
high AC right now.
Yeah.
Even with your -2, right?
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
close.
What if I want it to be?
We all want it to be syrup.
Yes. Go ahead and just take 5 points of damage because you're rolling a 1 on the D12.
Nice.
take those three.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
we'll
so
take
I
that. We'll take
two,
that.
right?
You take 2.
Frustrated. It's going to look to maybe this is the wrong target. Maybe their defense is too high. They will go and swing at the cat. Tell.
Miss.
Well, with the -2 attack penalty, does a 12 hit?
No.
Well, they miss.
Uh-huh.
No.
No. And that was it. They moved and 2 actions. Boo! I don't. Okay, you guys might. This might have been what.
Maybe we could win.
Yeah, maybe. No, I've really been to say about it.
I
Hideaki,
believed us in all of us all the time.
I believed it all.
I believed us and all of us too.
I believed in the heart of the cards.
The heart
Okay.
of my cards.
What's up, Hideaki?
So, last episode we talked about recalling knowledge for some stuff in regards to
Oh, hells yes.
the legends.
Yes.
Can
please.
I recall knowledge for help with like weaknesses, constructs?
Yes,
On top
please.
of the crit stuff and stuff, but just point out like again back into head coaching mode here.
Absolutely. That's a genius, by the way. You know what? Take a hero point. If you, I don't know, you can only have a max of 3. I think that's a
I
genius
have
way
3
of
now.
helping from the sidelines.
Yeah.
That is a very, very wonderful thing.
Something Ark should have been doing, and Waffles just didn't think about it. So.
Yep.
All gravy.
And I think that to me, I mean, I get that it was a Waffles thing, but I take that as an arc thing. He was focused on, I'm not in the battle. That's it.
For sure.
Sure. Makes
So
sense.
go ahead and you could do a nature check for me.
Okay. I don't know if I'm any good at that, but that's why we roll the dice anyway. Actually, no, I'm trained, so this is fine.
Actually, no, I'm amazing.
I know, right?
17. Great. So you're looking for weaknesses?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and attribute this also to the constructs, assuming, similar materials to the leshies and things like that. There's going to be overlap. You know that creatures, specifically leaf leshies, creatures of the forest, they may be vulnerable or weak, perhaps. So perhaps you could say weakness to fire. There you go.
So I love this. Is going to be awesome. Okay, sorry, I forgot. I'm spectating. So that was one action.
That was a
Action number
journey
2.
right there.
Have you met my brain? I haven't. So second action, she's going to yell out to who's actually after me, Tal or Art?
Tal.
Tal. And I'm gonna cast Produce Flame and Tal, if you can, this is what you need to do. and if you can't, totally cool, Arc. And like I start juggling. And then action 3, I spin
Did
around.
you use your
and,
tattoo?
Oh, there you go.
Actually, no, I actually. What are my tattoo?
Because
I don't know
remember,
if you think about
we have whispering tattoos.
We do. No, he's strategic AF. Yeah, he probably would. Yeah. So yeah, he would definitely talk to them from that perspective.
And then
he would. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you said you turn around, then I missed what you said.
Because I was. We went back for a second to talk about the tattoo. That's why. And then So 1, 2, 3. Okay, then third action, he spins around with a new cantrip, and casts Bullhorn. Spins around in the crowd. So just so you know, Ark is actually better at casting electric art than I am. Isn't he amazing? Let him know how you feel, folks. That's my take.
We are all gonna be so loud.
We really.
I
Yes.
also have bullhorn.
Nah.
so-
I do not have bullhorn.
Get it?
But listen. Just take a second to look at these, like, Arc 2, while tactically impeccable and like, in combat, acute and accurate and dangerous. But when he's standing there, aside from the glowing lines, he's standing there with a book and a polearm. He is very cute. Thank you for that, chat. Waffles typing. He is very cute.
It's also very cute.
I am very cute.
And very sweet.
And a small catfolk individual. Also, not many active spells visual right now. So these are two small individuals being overbeared with 3 large constructs. And then on the sidelines is this immense power duo holding up flames and energy and all of these things. And it's like, that's on the sidelines. It's so amazing to imagine that. It's beautiful.
Very visual.
But with that, Taliatia, it is your turn.
Okay. Have either of the two of these taken any damage? The
Yes,
sealed
the
ones?
one above.
They both have though. Yeah. Okay. Which one has been
Oh,
more?
sorry, yes. You think the one on the that's moved behind you seems to be, seems to be a little more damaged. Additionally, by the way, tactically, whether or not Tal would think about this, taking that one out ensures that both flankings are removed.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. There's a thought creeping in their mind, but they're not going to act on it yet. I'm going to cast True Strike again.
Okay. And similarly, you watch
And-
echoes of yourself.
I'm going to
Two
do the
different
same
ways.
thing in the same
it.
place that I did it before.
Do it.
All right.
Roll with advantage. How long do
Oh.
English? How long does claw last?
Magic Fang lasts for a minute.
Magic Fang, 1 minute.
Cool. Beautiful.
So that's 13.
Okay.
Can I give Tal a hero point?
We are. No,
It's fine.
I'm not gonna open those doors.
No.
No.
Let's go. That's cool. I'm just head coaching. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm asking.
You said what was that? 15?
13.
13. That is miss.
Okay. Then. Woo.
Woo is a free action.
Woo. If
Well,
woo
I'm
takes
going-
one action, does uwu take 2?
I think then they're going to. No, they're gonna swing again. They're not in a
do it.
terrible
Um,
spot yet.
This
Get 'em.
time, as you do, you see the Bramble Champion construct swing its hammer to interpose and interfere with your attack
Oh,
as a
interesting.
reaction.
Very
Go ahead and
cool.
roll. 10.
That's neat.
11. So.
Cool.
No go.
Cool. That hits, right?
Weirdly,
Totally.
that one does. No. Okay. So
Reverse
they have
math.
2. Oh no, that's 3.
Ark
That's okay.
can tell there is a palpable and mounting frustration turning into anger at this point.
Yep. Beautiful. Okay. Arc 2, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Even though Art can tell that there's a frustration, they are also slightly frustrated about getting healed. Though they don't make a face about it. Don't miss a beat. Ark is going to.
Good.
No one is listening to me.
He's like, that was like what's going through his head is like clearly not optimal. So now I have to work slightly harder. But
Teammates, I tell you.
teammates.
If only we could talk to each other at all points in time.
Yep, if only.
Ark's not about that. Ark is gonna turn to the
He
big
tried.
guy.
She didn't listen.
Communication.
Ark's
Never heard
gonna
of it.
turn to the big guy.
Yeah, that hasn't been touched yet, that one.
Yep.
Cool.
And much like we've seen at least one other time, his pole arm is going to begin to charge with electricity.
Okay.
And he is going to try to spell strike this guy.
Let's fucking go. This is a
It's a melee attack.
cool. Regular melee attacks in the proximity of the others don't trigger, I don't believe.
No.
Cool. 25.
26 with guidance? I don't know if I still have guidance. I'll take-
Guidance would be
one.
down because it only goes
Yeah.
through my turn.
Okay. Then he takes 2 damage.
Well, hold on. 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Do you want to re-roll that?
Hell no, it's a natural 17.
Okay, fine, it hits.
Wow. Manipulation. Okay, GM Badass, I see you.
I'm
Wow.
sure
dirty
I could
now.
have crit somehow,
No,
but
you
no.
can't share hero
You
points.
do have a hero
However,
point.
I
I'm
will
just letting you know.
manipulate.
So sorry, what was that? How many points of damage?
2 bludgeoning damage off the top,
Just a smidge, just a little.
and then another 8 electricity damage.
Damage.
Nice.
There it is.
Nice.
Wow,
Buggy.
the crit on that is ridiculous.
Yeah, I rolled
Yeah.
pretty bad damage on the 8, unfortunately. Alright, and then since that's only 2 actions for Art, he will again raise his book.
Gorgeous. Okay. So now the sickle hands go. So the one that Tal was attacking is going to try to swing at you in retort and return at the same time. In return. For a 20 to hit.
I mean, yeah, it hits.
4 damage.
You take 1.
Nice.
Well,
Plus the flanking, probably.
Yes. No, flanking doesn't add more damage. It's just... Oh, yes, it does. What? Oh, my brain. Thanks. Plus 2 damage.
You have to take that one.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
Okay. Now this sickle hand in the back here is definitely like... You can tell they're giving their all, like... They're teetering on being unsure, and they decide this is... If they're gonna go down, they're gonna go down swinging. So... Second one on you, Tal, for a 10 to hit. That misses. And a third swing at you, Tal, for a 4. Okay. Absolutely just swinging absolutely wildly at you.
hey, that sounds like me attacking any of them.
Oh, except this one
Sharing.
hit. The first one.
Stop it!
Damn.
Syrup, ouch.
Woof.
I'm sorry.
My body, that hurts.
Oh, I
You
smell
laid
burnt
it up.
skin.
I had to.
See, that was a very arc response that you did right there. Oh,
Sir-
but they hit though.
Syrup came from blood.
I'm so sorry.
I respect it.
You should not give me power. This is what happens.
I was very upset about forgetting that second Leshy in the second round.
Remember all the stuff that you ever have planned? I'm never gonna let you do it. Ever.
No plans.
I mean,
No
to be fair,
capes.
that's already what happens, but
No capes.
I love you, Maria.
I love you. I don't need a card to show you I love you.
As my friend says, I love you, but I need to do it from a different room right now.
I gotta yell it.
Amazing. Okay, that was all three of that one. So then the other one, behind you, Task.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do
I got
it.
hit point.
20 to hit.
That hits.
3 damage plus.
You take none of that. That's mine.
Plus another 3.
Well,
So you take that, though.
sorry, I want to
Darren.
throw this out there. Lifelink says the first damage each round, right?
Yes. Oh, it's not each turn. That's right.
Oh.
I'll just take that.
So I'll put those 3 points back on, and you take.
Cool. It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
We're good.
No,
it's
no.
fine. No, it's. I was thinking that in my head. I'm like, oh,
It
it's
actually
fine.
works really well for us, actually. I
We
think.
want to play this right.
Correct.
As
So that
we
was
can.
6 total for
Yep,
you,
yep,
Tal.
I got it.
And then
fine.
a second
Got it.
time
Yep.
for an 11, which is
Nope.
a miss. And a third time, which is an 18.
That
Oh,
hits.
shit.
Oh,
Okay.
How?
They rolled
Uh-oh.
a natural
Jeez.
18. They have a plus
I was
8 and a
confident
minus
just
8.
then.
A plus 8 and a minus 8.
Yes.
Wow.
So flat 18 for 3
Jeez.
plus 4. So that is 7 damage.
7. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right.
Where are you at? How you looking?
How you looking? 5.
Oh shit. Okay.
Not
Okay.
a good.
Not good.
That's
good,
Not
end of its
Tal is a bit sliced up.
Airface.
It's definitely like
Tal
scooped
is
over.
a bit sliced up.
Yeah, it's like hunched over like that
Breathing
like
heavy. Yeah.
yeah.
Are you angry, Tal?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So Arafe was going to heal herself and listen to Ark. But
Oh, the boy self-sacrifice.
but she sees what's going on,
I'll
and
do that. I'll take care of myself eventually.
Yeah,
Uh,
later.
yeah, later.
as she casts
It's close to
her
home.
last first level spell on Tal to heal.
The last.
Go.
So now she can't heal herself.
Nope. So that will be 15
Hideaki's fault.
points.
Oh, yes.
Hideaki's fault.
All right. Well, I'm almost back to full.
And you did D12, right? Not D8?
Yes, I did 2d12s
Sweet.
because it's the distance heal.
I went from
So-
5 to
Oh, it's,
20.
no, that's D12, 1D12 plus 8, always.
Plus 8.
Like a full, not two, you don't roll the second one, it's a flat.
Oh, okay.
the
Sorry.
max.
Then let me recalculate. So it's 16 instead. Then never mind.
Okay.
Does the 8 that they get also turn to a 12
No.
waffles, do you think?
No, she
Okay.
just rolls d12s.
Yeah. So no. So I apologize. So the first one wouldn't have been a 22 then because I was just rolling 2d12s. So, but it still would have been 20. I always
it's
choose
fine.
my primary and secondary dice. So just in case crap like this happens. So
Yes,
yeah, so
no, that's
she
perfectly
will,
fine.
it comes to her and she feels like she knows the magic is welling within her, but she also knows her ability to cast it out is going to disappear, but she wants her up to try and finish this. Tal is more important to stay up than Arafe.
While
So she-
watching this, by the way, you do notice that Mafika has turned a lot of his attention to you recently. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Amazing. Big boy turn. Big boy going to look down. Points the hammer to you, Tal. And says, the little Leshy goes, "You yield?"
I will snarl back at him.
I love this.
They are going to strike at you.
Good. Do it. Do it.
I love Feral Tal. I love it.
I love it, and I also am like, not bad anxiety, but my like, holy fuck, what is Maria going to do next? Because I know that when Tal gets painted into this corner, shit happens, and Maria is amazing at making that happen.
Yep.
So my heart rate is spiking. So that is going to be an 18 to hit.
Yep. That's one above mine. Yep.
For what, max damage?
7 damage.
Well,
I take
thank
3 of
goodness.
that.
Stop it.
That's my damage for you this round. I'm going to mark that off so I do it right.
Oh, because it was just your turn. That's amazing.
It was just my turn.
Didn't you just? I was like, no, it's just your turn.
It's just my turn.
Cool. I was like, holy shit.
Now what?
And so you're still you're still there. You're still standing.
Oh yeah,
she
she
got
bumped
healed.
me back up to 20.
got healed, bro.
Yeah, I got healed.
Oh right.
Don't get
Yeah.
And it goes to do a second attack at you. I don't see why not.
Is no.
11.
Oop the snoot.
Nope.
And natural 1. Okay.
Yay!
I'm sitting here waiting on this natural 20 to do 45.
I know.
damage.
I know.
I've rolled so many times. I've gotten.
Instantly dies.
I haven't gotten a single natural 20 yet.
I know.
Duval, please bring some over.
Nope.
Just, can you just?
Nope, these are all mine. Thank you very much.
This is my hoard. You can't have it.
Speaking of Duval, your turn.
So, as the Duval dragon comes in and just pops into into frame once again, Hideaki's turn, however, will don't worry. I still think we can win. I'm gonna cast guidance on Arafe again. Actually, no. This time I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna cast it on Tal. Even though I'm talking to Arafe, I'm gonna cast it on Tal.
Perfect.
Are you talking to Arafe, but then also talking with like our tattoos?
Magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say it to everyone, actually.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Because Hideaki selfishly wants Ark to hear him.
Arg hangs up the phone.
Oh, amazing.
You see the
Arg
group
needs a
text.
definite
You see in the
call.
group
He's not
text that
currently
says Ark is
available for a
left.
call.
Ark is
Can I
left
tell you
the
Wow.
group chat.
I love their dynamics so much.
I
I
do.
love
So
it.
fucking much.
Amazing.
Okay, that's the end of your turn.
Well, that was it was guidance 2 thingies.
I think it's 1, but yeah.
It's 1
I think
thingy. Yeah, not that can do much. I'll keep it moving, but he's gonna bullhorn again. And,
Got it. Yeah, get the crowd going wild.
100%. Here it comes! Here it comes! That was really too loud. Sorry, people around me.
Everybody's like, ah.
Yeah, that's awesome. My ears. 5-second damage.
Oh, I'm not ready. Here we go.
So, what
Really
would
hard.
you have me roll to get on top of this construct?
Oh, I love it.
That's fascinating.
I would like to be on top of that funny little hut that is over top of this slushy.
The big one, the bramble, the big one.
Correct.
Okay. I will.
What will you have me do, my captain?
Capitan!
So technically, you are not going to be able to grapple this creature because you
Right,
don't
my
have anything
intention
that
is not to
lar-
grapple.
Yeah.
I just want to
Just
be
climb.
on top of it when I
Nom nom.
attack it.
Okay, so I'm going to say that could be an athletics if you just want to climb it, but I can also see an argument for acrobatics.
And you got
Can I
it, you
argue
got it, so let's-
acrobatics?
Yes,
Because
argue
of my
acrobatics,
gymnast background.
and it's going to be against, because they're not going to just sit there.
Right.
Sure.
We'll make it against their reflex DC, but it's going to be at a minus because they're not fucking expecting this.
They're not expecting me to just crawl on top of them? What?
And it's acrobatics, so you probably just kind of like flip your way up there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay, and so guidance would give me a +1 to this, correct?
Yes, it would.
Correct.
Natural 20!
Hey.
Yes!
So happy. Yes.
28!
Yes.
You were just saying something, Syrup, about what Maria's going to do?
No, it's
There it is.
Yes. You tell what's going on. You flip up there. Tell me what's going on.
So this Leshy is just taunting them, and from the moment that they taunted Tal and Tal growled at them, laser focus on this particular thing, because this is the biggest one. This is the one that, like, even if they lose, if Tal can take down this one, it doesn't matter, right? And so she how would she do this? I think she uses, Ark's shoulder and, like, the side of the Leshy that's, like, the one that's up here.
Yep.
And just kind of pushes off almost into, like, a vault almost, and just vaults, like, over top.
Yeah.
And grabs on, like, as they're going over top of it, grabs onto, like, the lip of the roof, and uses that to stop them and plant their feet on their shoulders.
Amazing.
Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
gonna swing at it a whole lot. Not at the Leshy, because she's not that mad.
Okay.
But is going to try to destroy, like, this whole construct.
The controls,
thing
but
over-
like are up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tal still
Yeah,
understands
if I
the
need to-
assignment.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I can reach any of the controls, I just want to grab him and, like, break them out with, like, as an attack, you know.
Yeah.
But that's what they're gonna do. First attack,
22.
22. For
One damage? Actually,
one
no.
whole-
Is
well,
it-
no, it's an extra die because it's still
Yeah.
Magic.
3 damage.
Perfect.
Damn, you were like a 2 and a 1?
Yeah.
Damn.
Second hit is 17.
Which misses.
Shoo, this thing got some big AC.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Now,
Wait, Duval, who did you cast guidance on?
Tal.
Me, but it's a one-time use
Tal.
then, right?
Oh, yeah.
Technically,
Now,
I used it on my acrobatic skill that I rolled a natural 20 on.
well, yeah, I mean, I don't know how calling it really works, but let's say the creature was flat-footed to you because you climbed on top of it. Let's for flavor-wise, that's just a -2 to their AC, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's unfortunately a miss.
Okay.
Biggins.
Then that's all 3, and I'm on top of this thing.
All right.
Good luck trying to hit me now, Syrup!
That. Wow.
Oh, revenge is so
Tal,
sweet.
You're getting out of controlling, okay?
Maria, I adore you. Thank you.
So much. That was amazing.
Look, I already took a hit for you. I can't protect you anymore.
Amazing. Okay. So now, Ark, it is your turn.
Okay, Ark's just gonna rinse and repeat. Last level 1 spell slot, he is going to spell strike this thing again, the big guy.
Let's go.
Okay. Let's
Get
do
him.
it. Don't hit Tal.
It's a 10, so I'm gonna hero point it. It
Amazing.
makes me
That's what
feel
I'm gonna
bad
let's
for
do
it,
it.
though. Yep. I felt
Oh
it. I
my
felt it.
god!
Oh, these hero points are not doing us any service tonight.
No.
No, they really aren't.
That's it though. I mean, he raises his book.
Yeah. Tal, do you have any hero points?
No,
Oh, okay.
I do not. Duval's the one who has all of them.
Apparently. I will say, not that it would have affected your turn, but I love creativity. So can you take a hero point for climbing on top of this thing? And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's for that, but it's really for the just absolute demolishing rebuttal that you did.
That was fucking awesome. It was.
Okay. So that's 2 at a miss for one really at a miss. Does that expend your spell?
It does.
Oof.
Dang.
Yeah. And then he raises his book, and that's his turn.
Ouch. How's Ark feeling?
He's disappointed he can't seem to get through this thing, but he's already hit it, and they can't seem to get through to him. He feels like the battle's won for sure, but he feels sad that he didn't get that big hit.
Absolutely. Okay. Sickle hands go. The one behind you, flanking you, is going to go ahead and strike for a natural 1.
Nice.
This is like a standoff.
Yeah.
It's going to do this. It goes to swing at you. That natural 1. It realizes that the damage that it's taken, its controls are fucking up. And it's kind of like jamming as it tries to swing at you. And so, frustrated is going to take 1 more attack. Almost accidentally, it's like, it won't. And it's trying to make it go, and then it kind of like pushes it too far, and the thing just comes swinging down at you for a 23.
That does it.
So that is 5 plus 1, so 6 points of damage.
I take 3 of those.
Yep.
Okay, and then Ark takes 0 because his book also takes 3.
All right. And then it's going to just... Yeah, we're going to go again. For, no, 9. All right. Aerofey, top of your turn.
Just to keep this going quick, I have nothing. So she is just going to continue to hold her lifelink, though I think Hideaki can see she's starting to look very tired and a little bit bruised and battered. There's a little bit of blood starting to trickle out of her mouth.
Oh my
But
gosh.
we're going to move on from
Right.
there because I got nothing.
You hear, because there's been a couple of rounds now from the audience, you hear Essie go, Aerofey, you got this! This is so cool! And weirdly, yes, they're cheering on the sideline. I mean, power-wise,
yeah.
it's kind of cool. Although Chazira is going is just absolutely like wide-eyed at the fact that you're on top of it. And although he's not the most like vocal person, he's trying to catch your eye and he's just like waving. Because you're up there.
We're friends. Remember me? We're friends. We're friends. Right, friend? Hi, friend.
But in his nonchalant kind of way, like if he catches eyes with you because you're up on there, he's just like,
Yeah.
And all right, so the bramble construct is going to try to throw you off of it.
Great.
I have no idea how this works.
Makes
We're going to make this up.
Don't
What's
touch me.
Now,
Let's do...
I literally Duval. Same hat.
What do you... I guess I'll just do an athletics check. And this will be against your reflex DC to...
Okay.
Hold on. 17.
That's my DC.
Well,
God damn
it is. It's yours is 7. It's 7.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay. Damn.
Dang.
Okay. I think it's cool. Even I think I was like, stay on there. So it's going to kind of like do this thing where it just kind of bends down like this and tries to like knock you off. And if I hadn't held my headphones would have fallen off. And it just tries to get you like off of its head. So go ahead and Waffles, would you say this is an attempt to grab a ledge?
Yeah.
It's
You're
falling?
falling off something, so it's a reflex save. to
I would
grab the
love
ledge.
to grab the ledge and not fall.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Do another reflex for
What
me.
a cool visual that is, though.
Yeah.
18.
18. Would the DC be...
We can go look up the rules, or we can make a quick call. Usually the DC's akin to what you're grabbing, and so like if you say like it's a pretty solid ledge that you can get your fingertips on, then the DC would be like 10. It'd be a simple
My
DC.
envisioning of this is it's like knocking its head forward. I'm standing behind it. I go forward and I manage to grab like the basically where like the collar of this thing is.
Yeah.
That's what I would be aiming for.
Yeah, basically think of it like grabbing
Or like the front lip of the roof.
grabbing the ledge with a handhold or a ladder would be like DC 5, and then grabbing sleek rock would be DC 30. So
Okay, so I'm gonna say this is a success, and you see the construct, how it has those poles.
Yeah.
You're gonna just go ahead and grab one of those, and so you're not on
Am
top
I
of it
face to
anymore.
face with this
You
thing,
are
please?
face to face with this.
Yes! Wait, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just going to like realize where I am, smirk a little bit, and say, do you yield?
The less make an intimidation check for me.
I can! I'm not good at it, but I will! 13 is all I got.
You have a hero
so
point. You have a hero point.
I have a
you-
hero point, but I'm not
you
going to use it right now.
do.
Just to let-
I'll use it when I go to rip out all the
You also
controls thing.
There you
just
go.
did something incredibly intimidating, so that's gonna be like you're aiding yourself with that, so it's a +2. So we're gonna say that that's a 15.
Excellent.
What is intimidation against something?
it's against will DC.
When your GM wants you to succeed.
Always!
And that's what I love.
Always!
It was a +1.
You see it get taken aback for a second. Not quite sure like what is going on now. It's going to try to get rid of you, but it is like kind of like whoa. Thinks about it for a second, but it's not a successful intimidation. But how is it going to get off of you now? You're in front of it.
Yeah?
It's going to swing for arc. It's gonna like not be able to really figure out how to get you out. But you're right in front of its face. So we're going to cancel out the flanking on this because literally interfering. And that is going to be a 17 to hit Waffles.
Miss.
Actually should have been at a second attack penalty, so even less. Frustrated, I think it's going to, God, at a -8. Try to get you off again? Somehow?
Certainly
yeah, which is
try.
10, so
Y'all.
that's
I'm going
great.
nowhere.
Okay, you completely wasted its turn. Amazing. Hideaki.
Bullhorn. You really should listen to them.
To the Leshies.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
You saw what happened the last time.
Go ahead, make an intimidation check as well.
Do you yield?
Do you yield? Gets blasted out across the field.
Where did it go? That's a 22.
Amazing. The already injured sickle hand construct that is barely holding on, it wasn't expecting this from like the sideline, and it goes yes and runs. So this one behind you, Ark, is yielding on its turn. It will move away. Actually, you know what? We're gonna take them out because if they're not threatening you anymore, technically, then it doesn't matter. This one does. It's. What was it again? A 20 what?
22.
Oh yeah, that's successful here on this one, but that's typically a minus
Minus
2 what?
-1 to basically anything that has to do with will. So like
Got
will
it.
DC, spells, intelligence, and stuff.
Okay. But you know what? For the sake of time as well, we are going to say that this one, while shaken and intimidated, is going to back off and not be a threat as well. So now just between the two of you, Tal and Ark, back to back, it is your turns. So tell me what's going to happen, and we'll see what happens next.
I want to reach inside and pull out as many controls as I possibly can.
Amazing. We're going to... Is there any rules, Waffles, on calling specific attacks?
No.
Okay. We're gonna make it up. So
Yes!
go ahead, make an attack roll, but as you do so, Ark, 1-2 punch with Tal, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think Ark is seeing what Tal is going for and very specifically using. I think for sake of not sitting here and just dishing out more damage, you see Ark reach up for a second and their hand kind of shines, and you watch whatever is closest to this Leshy's face just flash a bright, brilliant blue, and he's gonna cast like light on Tal's like bangle or like one of their bangles or like bracelets.
Oh, like
or
on one of
something.
my...
Yeah,
my
just
armband
in
or
its
something?
face,
Yeah.
any of the bracelets, rings, or whatever. Maybe it's the bracelet they just got from home.
Maybe
No, you know what? Maybe it's the piece of scarf
That's
that
what I was
you
gonna
got.
say.
From Ark.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, and in that assistance, go ahead. Tal, how's your thievery or attack roll, whatever is better?
Well, my thievery is a +3, and my unarmed fist is based off my strength, which is 0.
Got it. Go ahead and make that thievery check for me.
Natural 20!
Natural 20. Beautiful. Fuck this. Why do I even try? I'm just gonna delete everything. Goodbye, guys. Have a great session. Have fun.
Syrup just turns off the chat, the Zoom.
Goodbye.
No, that's
No
brilliant and
outro.
amazing, and it's exactly. See the dice. Trust in the dice. They tell the story for you.
Here,
The
mine
Leshy is fighting you for these controls until this brilliant light flashes in its face, and they know, the Leshies know that you're not supposed to attack them directly. And they were, while they're nervous and scared, they're not expecting. And for a split second, with the intimidation from before, with all of this, they're like convinced that whatever light is shining in their face is about to attack them. And it lets go and tries to back itself up, but there's nowhere for it to go as you just grab the controls and you rip them to shreds with your Magic Fang claws. Just absolutely rip them out of this thing as pieces of it just kind of like collapse in on itself. And the Leshy is just like, I yield.
I like have all of this like stuff in my hand as I'm still like holding on to the front of it, kind of like perched there, like Spider-Man style, and I'll let out a very tiny growl, and then I'll just hop down and just like toss this stuff onto the ground.
There is a cheer from the crowds, and even Shazira stands up and goes. Shazira stands up, which is already a sentence. But he
First sign
stands
of the
up
apocalypse.
and both hands
Right.
in the air goes, yeah, like just lets out a cheer, and he's the first to do it, as nobody knew what was going on. And that just triggers an eruption from the crowd that Mafika has to like step forward because they're trying to like swarm in and like lift you guys up and just be like, because you guys won. You guys are the first to win the full 3 rounds of the tournament. And I think Shazire and who was with them? I think I don't know if we talked before. I don't remember if it was like Essie's there
there's
now and
someone-
some
yeah,
other
yeah.
folk. Oh, and Habram. You know Habram, who is now back to consciousness, is absolutely going buck wild, and they're gonna swoop in, and between Chazira, Essie, and Habram lift the two of you, and the rest swarm the sidelines as well, and just kind of pick you up and start like going crazy.
College football
and throw
game.
Yes, 100%. And trying to kind of control the flow of people into their arena. I'm blanking on his name now. Mafika is like, and amazing. Good job. Hold on. Well, there's still other. Nope. Okay. And then he just gives up. He's like, there was like gonna be more like still combat, but he's like, no, okay. And the winners, and he just goes into like accepting the celebration. The winners are the future. Yeah, the future. And just everyone is celebrating. There is a lot of grumbling and noises coming from the hedge of a lot of Leshy grumbling. But as the celebration occurs, you see a couple Leshies running in and grabbing the pieces of the construct and everything and pulling them back in as they are just going to repair. We will deal with the aftermath of this next session. I had so many plans and none of them happened.
One tiny little pin.
Yeah,
One little pin. I actually think for maybe the first time Hideaki doesn't really say anything. And he just looks at everyone. Ark, Tal, and Arafe. And then just looks at Overnoza with just a sideways glance, and then joins the celebration.
Amazing. There's a lot to resolve here. I know.
Sure.
I don't want me as a individual. I don't want any of each of y'all's individual contributions to this to go uncelebrated and unnoticed. Arafe was the most badass thing. The audience was enraptured.
No doubt.
With Arafe on the
Everyone
sidelines.
was so
Incredible.
clutch.
This was good.
No
So clutch.
joke.
Hideaki
Oh my
coming
God.
in with the knowledge checks, being useful on the sidelines even without the magic, reminding maybe even Ark with that realization that he didn't do that in his turn. There's so much. Ark strategically and Tal with the finish. Absolutely amazing.